Good morning, everybody. After a long time, we are going physically, and I want to encourage you guys coming physically as well. It's not that I want to do physically, but I want you guys to participate physically. I don't know whether you guys are going any online class, which I never recommend. Even we were trying to give online, that's for like Chilao, Jaffna, Anuradhapura. They have issues with English medium classes. They want like full English. They say like they are doing in Sinhala, giving the English vocabulary, nouns and everything, but that's not enough for them. Otherwise, I do not recommend because they are not checking you and you are not like, they don't know how much you guys are improving. And you cannot go like back and forth to ask a question and everything. Even we were when like online, like we had like these like WhatsApp and everything, I was available. And some of these online people are not available. Like even when you ask questions, they're not answering also. Like there are issues, especially for 2024 students when they were coming to me to tell their results. Like this is a very few actually, more than 20 Isha, they're like A passes for me only from 2024. But the problem was like they have like ABC, ACC, BCC, like such results. Why is that? Because like other two are there like they are going online. Even Zara, she got B fast 2023 licensed student. That's because she went only online. She was saying the problem is me, not the teacher. He was good, but couldn't check and everything. That's what he said. Okay, I'm gonna get away. A couple of results are there. I want to emphasize like these Arham's results, and he was like, you know, that he was one of the person that who were not admitted to this civil center because his all results are not good. And then another result is this girl like Afra. She's again results were not good, so she couldn't go to this any government school. She decided not to go to these private schools. She did everything only with me, and now she's saying, "Mama is calling, yeah, is calling my branding." That's what she's saying. Anyway, she got A, B, C, and she's decided to go with another shy. This is the second shy, but she's going to go with another shy. ඔක්කොටම වැඩි මට දුර පුතාට තව චූටි දෙයක් කියන්න තියෙනවා. එනර්ජි ගන්න. Definitely එනර්ජි ගන්න. මේ ගොඩේ එක ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා 24. දැන් එයා මෙඩිසින් සිලෙක්ට්. එයාට මේ කැන්සර් එකක් හැදුනා. එතකොට එයා 8යි තරමටම හොඳටම ස්ලිම්. මේ අඟ පුරාම දම් පාට පැචස් injections දීලා IV දීලා cannulars ගහලා එහෙම. ඊපස්සේ chemotherapy දීලා she became bald. Seriously, like ඔයාලා වගේ හිටිය ලස්සන දික්කොඩයක් තිබිච්චි ලස්සන සුදු කියන ළමෙක්. මගේ නිසර්ගෙනි මාර සපෝට් එකක් තිබුණා. Like when she comes to my place like කවුරුවත් නැතුව එයාට වෙන මේ AC room එකක් දීලා එහිමයි එයා papers keep anyway all the time like her dad came and picked papers. But දැන් ඒ ළමයා medicine select වෙන්න යාගේ ranking කියන්නේ 100% sure යනවා කියලා ranking එක මට කියන්න බෑ. කියන්නේ YouTube වල හොයාගන්න කවුද දෙක. හරි නෑනේ එහෙම නිසා. ඔයගලන්ට වැටෙන්න හිතක් එන හැමතිස්සෙම හිතන්න. ඇයි මට බැරි. මම හැමදාම ඔයගලන්ට කියලා තියෙනවා I was making these gravels. පාරේ තියෙන කළු ගල් I have converted to diamond කියලා. but මට හැමදේම අත්හැරලා ගියා. මම දැන් ළමයිම කතා කළා. මැඩම් මගේ රිසල්ට් මගේ රිසල්ට් මේක කී සතුට බෙදාගෙන කතා ඔක්කොම මැද්දේ අර ළමයා අහිංසක කතා කළා. මැඩම් මම මෙහෙමයි කියලා කිව්වා. මට I was forgetting everything. ඒක තමයි මට මගේ මේ ගුරු ජීවිතේ දැනට මට හම්බෙලා තියෙන best gift එක ඒක. දැන් මට වැඩි හැපිලු එයාගේ මට ඒ වගේම හැපිලු එයාගේ ડોක්ටර්ට. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ ළමයා මැරෙයි කියලානේ දෙමව්පියෝ හිතන්නේ. කීමෝതെරපි එහෙම දීලා අමාරුවෙන් යාගේ මෙටාස්ටේසිස් එලා එක තැනක නෙවෙයි ඒක ගොඩක් පැතිරිලා එහෙම. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන් fully දැන් ළමයා fully recover. ඒ සමහරට 1 වයස වෙන්නේ නැති ලයිසන් වගේම බලනකොට මේ එයා දැන් fully recover. එයා දැන් normal බබෙක් කොණ්ඩෙත් වෙවිලා ටිකක්. එයා දැන් සාමාන්‍ය ලයිෆ් එකේ ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඔයාලට මොනවද බැරි? ඔයා හිතන්නකො කීමෝതെරපි දෙනකොට මාර අමාරුවෙන් දැන් මේ පන්තිලගේ ඇමරත් තියෙන කැන්සර් එකක් දවස් 2ක් 3ක් විතර එයාට කෙලින් වෙන්න බෑ. එයා නිකන් වැනි වගේ ඇවිදින්නේ. dizziness එනවා එහෙම ඔක්කොම මැද්දේ ඒ හැමදේම මැද්දේ ඒ ළමයා දිනුවා. ඕනික නම් කියන්න. ඔක පස්සේ කරමු පාරිද. ඕනික ළඟට ගන්න. Understood. Get an energy that you can do this. And the other thing, then how many months we have for the exam? Weeks, I mean. 24 also. Have you made the plan? You guys supposed to make your own plan. Make some sort of this, I guess these calendar pages are larger, all calendar page white color side, then make some sort of a little, this kind of a little like text, and then you can like check, make like, let's say, and you can mark there, like this is the, let's say this coming, this week, let's say this is the 24th, then 23rd, 22, 21, 20, 19, and so on. Or like go like from here to here. Like this is, and anyway, when you are coming to like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, then you know the last week just make it free. Then you get this continuous communication and continuous signal to your brain. This is the time I have to work more and more. Okay, so work like really well, like work like hell until you feel everything is there. What you're supposed to do is, this one is especially for second shy students, use for second shy, even this is okay for these first shy students as well. Use couple of like 3, are you guys done with syllabus? Wow, finished completely? Well done, well done. Okay, first shy students, second shy students anyway done syllabus. So what you guys can do is use this 4 months for everybody to complete each and every single bit of theory. You're supposed to make sure that there is no theory that you don't understand. For that, you have to go through all these. I'm going to go with the chemistry. You have to go all these 3 same way. Like from the very first unit, turning pages of these units. You have to get like, let's say there are 11 books for chemistry. Get each and every single book to you with the support of somebody who understands the subject. Like, you have like a sibling or maybe a relative or somebody who understands chemistry. Then you are turning pages. Each and every single page you are turning, it takes a couple of hours, but that's not a waste. Then each and every single page you are checking and okay, it's okay, that's done, I understand that. So on, like, hydrogen spectrum. I forgotten that. Just ask her to write hydrogen spectrum, Liana. Likewise, you are turning pages, then whatever the is you are writing on a separate page, use a 1 single month or maybe 2 months, 2 weeks, just to complete everything. So you are turning pages of physics and combine and then biology to make sure that theory is all right. In the meantime, you are doing questions. And for second shy students, you guys have to pay sort of that fee. But from the very first unit up to unit 11, we did everything like 1 by 1. Regularly, we did everything. Like weekly, we did everything. So you guys, when you guys feel like uneasy, you guys can try, get these classifieds. You just need to pay this photocopy price on your classifieds, okay? Then get that and do those questions. If you feel really all right with those questions, then you don't have to worry. Or otherwise, you can request my review. Reviewing is really, really important for all you. I'm saying reviewing is important. It's not because I'm giving you guys the answer, but because I'm reviewing this other wrong answers. It's actually, it's actually, okay, okay, so those are the 2 parts. Number 1, theory. Number 2, classifieds. Number 3, full papers. And from today on, I'm again sending you one by one these recordings. Like one recording, one class we are doing here every week. Then free recording. It's not charging. In the midweek, I'm going to send you guys one recording. Doing that, I'm going to finish equilibrium up to 13 within, let's say, 2 months or so. Then another 4 months, we have go with the full papers. Then if you guys are okay, I guess you guys are going to be all right. Then we're going to do like more than 30 papers, because that's again one paper you are coming here and writing we did last year, same way. And again a mid paper, I'm going to give the paper, I'm sending you guys the recording. But all these like students who's reaching ranking, they always do that. So you guys can do that as well. So that is the path. Get ready with this new, like, you know, the new inspiration. We're going to complete everything. And so I want to show this to you too. Yeah, make a grand again kind of up when I grand අනිපාතර මම ආවට දාපු එක දාන්න. මම මේක දැම්ම ඔයාට. මේක නිකන් මේ ගමේ අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දවසට. හරියන්නේ අපිට නිකන් ප්‍රශ්නේ නේද? ඒක හරියන්නේ. මොනවද කලර්ස් නිකන්. ගමක සිටියාව නම් තියෙනවා ඒකේ. මට ඕනේ මෙන්න මේ හරි. මේකේ මෙන්න මේ රුපිත කියන එකට ද ග්‍රෑන්ඩ් වචනේ දාලා අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දන්සල කියන එක විතරක් මේ අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දන්සල කියන එක විතරක් මේ අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දන්සල ද ග්‍රෑන්ඩ් උඩින් අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දන්සල ඉච්චරයි. මේ අයිස්ක්‍රීම් පුරාන මේ අනේ ප්‍රතිපරිසිතින් ආරාධනාව ඕනේ නැහැ. අයිස්ක්‍රීම් දන්සල කියලා තිබුණාම අපි පෙල්ලගෙන මිනිස්සු වෙන්නේ ආයෙකට ආරාධනාවක් නැහැ මිනිස්සුන්ට. ඒව දාන්න එපා පාඩිය කියලා. අර මෙන්න මේ ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකට කරන්න. All right. Donnie, did you get the revision part? Baba? Okay, so you guys went through that. So you guys have like no issues with the chemical kinetics theory. Ane, come down. Only thing බලන්නකෝ. ඔක්කොම උනාට පස්සේ I was waiting. කවුද? come. මේ සුදු දුල දෙන්න. අපි දැන් big program එකක ඉන්නේ. අද ඉඳලා හැමදාම අපි යන්නේ physically-මයි. මාත් එක්ක interact වෙන්න ඕනේ, හැදෙන්න ඕනේ. සසඳි ඉන්න තැනින් එන්න උඩට එන්න ඕනේ. පුළුවන් නේද? පුළුවන්. ඉන්න තැනින් උඩට එන්න පුළුවන්. මාත් එක්ක WhatsApp communication එකක් continuously තියාගන්න. මේ මං කිව්වේ මං අර 24% G node හැදුවයි කියලා. G node හදපු පාරේ. මම පෙන්නන්න ඕනේ. නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ මාත් එක්ක WhatsApp කරනවා ඒවා මදිනේ. මේ බලන්න මේ G node G node හදපු පාරේ එයා දාලා තියෙන messages අර හොයන්න බෑනේ දැන්. එයා දාලා තියෙන messages කොච්චර scroll කරත් ඉවරයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Continuously he was sending me messages and he was getting energy, knowledge and everything. අනේ මම මට දැන් පාඩම් කරලා එපා වෙලා මේක කොච්චර පාඩම් කරත් මට හිටින්නේ නැහැ such things එයා ලියනවා මට. ලියනතර මං කියන පුතේ ඔකට මොන්නේ ඔකට මෙහෙම චූටි පිටර එකක් ගන්න. Are you guys okay with inorganic? Inorganic. Sasandi? Inorganic. Inorganic, if you are not okay, only reason is අර මේ මම මේ ළඟදී දැම්මනේ ඔයගලන්ට කවුද අනුරාධගේ චූටි ටොප් එකක් දැම්මද group එකකට. අර එයා කියලා දෙන්නේ මට inorganic පෙන්වන්න බෑ කියලා. මට inorganic පෙන්වන්න බෑ. පෙන්වන්න බැරිනවා මම inorganic කියෙව්වා. Like let's say there is your friend here that you hate her, but you remember her face and everything. Even if you hate something, if you continuously work on that, you can memorize that. And he was saying, මම පාඩම් කරන වෙලාවට මම quality time එකක් ගන්නවා මම laptop එක ටිකක් බලලා phone එක ටිකක් බලලා පාඩම් කරනවා නම් මම continuously මම පොතේම පාඩම් කරනවා. That is the only secret, not only for inorganic but especially for biology. And මේකත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. අර සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අර මෙහෙම චූටි කතන්දරයක් යනවා. maths පුළුවන් අයට combine maths ඒගොල්ලෝ කැමති නෑ පාඩම් කරන්න. bio පුළුවන් අයට chemistry ටිකක් අල්ලගෙන යනවා. physics තමයි අමාරු. මොකද ඒගොල්ලන්ට calculation බෑ. ඔය ඔක්කොම mix. හැමදේම තියෙන්නේ අපි use කරන ප්‍රමාණයට. අපි practice එක ගන්න ප්‍රමාණයට. I am saying all these because you guys have 6 more months. That is really important. Like ඔයාලකට මාස 3ක් මාස 4ක් වගේ වුණා නම් මට මේ ඔක්කොම අදින්න බෑ. මේ recording එක මුල් ටික දෙන්න අහන්න ඕනේ මටම. I was explaining everything. ඔයගලන්ට අදින්න කල් තියෙනවා. සහ second shy අයට උනත් පුතේ ඔයා ඉන්නේ S එකේ වුණාට පුතේ ඔයාගේ ළඟ knowledge එක හොඳට deposit වෙලා තියෙනවා. වැරද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ answers analyze කරගන්න බැරි වැරද්ද. theory analyze කරලා answer එකට දාගන්න බැරි වැරද්ද. ඔය ටික තමයි දැන් හැදිගෙන යන්නේ. එතකොට Taman trust කරනවා Tamanට හැමදේම පුළුවන් කියලා. ඒ කියන්නේ bio side එක නැත්තම් කටපාඩම් කරන side එකට આવත් උගලන් කන් තියෙන්නේ continuously ඒක කියවන එක වෙන මුකුත් නෙවෙයි. කියවනවා ලියනවා. කැමතිද නැද්ද හිතන්න එපා. අනික අතට ඔයගොල්ලෝ අකමැති subject එකට challenge කරලා වැඩියෙන් කාලේ දාන්න. හිතට බැන කාලේ දාන්න. මට බෑ කියනවනේ. ඔය බෑ කියන්නේ ඇයි? මගේ result එක අඩු කරන්න. දැන් බැරි අඩුම අකමැතිම subject එකේ ළමයින්ට අඩු result එක එන්නේ. එතකොට ඒ කතා කරද නිදුරට? ඈ? එතන numbers කීපයක් තියෙනව නේද? ඒ වැඩි කෙනෙක් try ශුට්ටක් බලන්න. පණිවිඩය තියන්නකෝ. class එක continuously physically යනවා කියන එක. තේරුණාද? ඒක නිසා ඊට පස්සේ calculations. මගේ මේ එක දුවේ 5 වෙනියා වුණා. මං කිව්වේ අර ඊට පස්සේ ඉඳලා ඇද්දා කියලා. අනිල් ළමයි bond challenge තියෙන ළමයි අර තමන්ව විශ්වාස කරගෙන වැඩ කරන ළමයි. හැබැයි ෂමෝදි she was like you know the හැමතිස්සෙම මේ සෙට් එකෙන් එයා තමයි පස්සෙම උත්තර දීගෙන ආවේ. ඊට පස්සේ එදා ෆිසික්ස් වලින් තමයි එයා ඇදලා තියෙන්නේ. ෆිසික්ස් වලින් අදින්න හේතුව එයා නෙවෙයි යාගි මට කිව්වේ මෙයා මැඩම් මේ ගණන් පාඩම් කරන එක කරන්න. ප්‍රශ්නේ උත්තරේ නිතර නිතර යා ලියනවලු. ෆිසික්ස් වැඩි බැරි ළමෙක්. ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද? අපිට ඕනේ මේ පාත් එකේ දිනන්නනේ පුතේ. අපිට ඕනේ නේ අර සුපර් බ්‍රේන් එකක් පෙන්නලා මම ටැලන්ට් කියලා අර ලෝකෙට කියන්න. අපිට ඕනේ රෑන්කින් ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා මෙඩිසින් ඉංජිනේරින් යන්නනේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න සසඳි ස්පෙෂලි බෑ කියලා හිතන හැමදේම ආය ලියන්න. ෆිසික්ස් ගාන හොඳට කියවලා උත්තරේ ලියන්න. ගාන හොඳට ලියලා උත්තරේ කියන්නේ දැන් මේකේ තියෙනවා challenging questions දෙක තුනක්. only couple of questions are here. chemical condition is extremely easier. inorganic කරේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට analytical part එකේ අමාරු දේවල්. ප්‍රශ්නේ උත්තරේ දහසරය ලියන්න මොකද වෙන්නේ බලන්න. උත්තරේ කටපාඩම් කරන එක තමයි. මෝඩ වැඩක් තමයි. හැබැයි මෝඩ වුණත් අපිට වෙන මගක් නැහැ. මෙතනින් වැටෙනොත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතන්න දැන් අර සමහරක් දැන් මෙතන දාලත් නැහැ මම ඉන්නවා 100 ඊයේත් ඇවිල්ලා කතා කරායි පුතේ. ඒකයි B2යි එයා combine එයා මේ math stream his ranking is 120 ගානක් 125න් විතර එහා. 125 130යි අතර මේ දැන් ඊළඟට හිත හදාගන්න බෑ ජැෆ්න වලට යන්න. 85න් විතර එහා ෂමෝදි ඔයා අනේ ජැෆ්නා. ඒක කොච්චර අමාරු ජීවිතයක්ද? ඒක කරගන්න හරි අමාරුයිනේ. ඉතින් ළමයි බොයිස්ලට ටිකක් හරි උසන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. ගර්ල්ස්ට අමාරුයි. හැබැයි 80 ගානකින් මෙහාට ඔයගොල්ලෝ එන්න ඕනි. ගේසරේ 23 වලදී 87 is the last Ruhuna person. 87 to 141. So that is also sort of a luck. අර දුර්වල ළමෙක් ඉඳලා 140 ගණන් වලට ආව තාන්නේ I'm going to be an engineer, I'm going to go to Jaffna, so they can say that. Dhoni bayo නේද? combined really? Dhoni bayo නේ? ඔයා maths නේ. ඔයාලා හතර දෙනා maths නේද? bio දෙන්නයි. Anyway, so maths වලට issue එක තියෙනවා. So if you want to come to this good reputed university, you have to do like that above 80. But මොනට ඉංජිනේරින් යන හැමෝම කියන එක කතාවක් තියෙනවා. මැඩම් ලංකාවේ වෙන කොහොමදකට ගිහිල්ලා වැඩක් නැහැ. මොනට ඉංජිනේරින් ගියේ නැත්නම් ඒ ඉංජිනේරින් ඩිග්‍රී එක වටින්නේ නැහැ. ඒකෙම වෙලා ඉවරයි. ඒක ඇටිටියුඩ් එකක් නෙවෙයි. All the benefits, all the connections, international connections, Sri Lankan reputed companies connections. කොහොම හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ මොනට ඉංජිනේරින් වලට විතරයි. මැක්සිමම් වැඩේට බල වැඩ කරන්න ඕනේ. දෙන්නේ. අපි මොනට ඉංජිනේරින් යන වාමයි. තමයි 20ක් 25ක් ගන්නවනේ. ඔතෙන්ට වැටෙන්න අමාරු නැහැ. ඔතෙන්ට වැටෙන්න අමාරු නැහැ. ඒක නිසා මේ මැක්සිමම් ට්‍රයි එකේ ඉන්නවා. හරිද? දැන් අර ළමයට කරගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ඊට පස්සේ යනවා මොනවාද ටෙක්ස්ටයිල් ඉංජිනේරින් යනවා නම් මොනවාද එයාට මොරටුවට යන්න හිත හදාගන්න බෑ. and දක්ෂයි කියලා හිතන ළමයින්ට සෙකන්ඩ් ෂයි එකට හිත හදාගන්න. ඒක worst thing. එයා එක සැරේ 160 විතර ගියා නම් ඔන්න එයාගේ ඔළුවට සිග්නල් කියනවා නෑ I have to do this second try කියලා. දැන් ඒ ළමයා දක්ෂ වෙලා ඉඳලා අර 120 ගණන් වලට ගියාට පස්සේ එයාගේ යාළුවෝ ඔක්කොම top ඉන්නවලු. ඒ කියන්නේ first second third fourth top යාළුවෝ ටික ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් වෙන දේවල් මම මේ චූටි කතන්දර ටිකක් කිව්වේ. ඔය කොහෙටවත් වැටෙන්නේ නැතුව මේ පාරේ හරියට යන්න. ඇත්තම කිව්වොත් මම හැමදාම කියපු කතන්දර ටික ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා තියෙනවා නම් මේ අර ගඟ මැදට වැටිච්ච ළමයා මොහොතට ගහගෙන යනවා වගේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ යනවා. ඒ පාත් එකේ ගිය ගොඩක් ළමයි දිනලා. මම මේ දිනපු ළමයි ගැන නෙවෙයි කියන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පාත් එක හදාගෙන යාවි. ඒක අපිට අදාළ නැහැ. මම මේ කියන්නේ පාත් එක හදා ගන්න ඔයාලට. ඔයගොල්ලෝ තවම දන්නේ නැහැ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ෆියුචර් එක. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉසෙට් ස්කෝර් එක දන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඩිස්ට්‍රික්ට් රෑන්කින් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඩිස්ට්‍රික්ට් රෑන්ක් එක ඔයාලා දැනගන්න කන්ෆර්ම් වෙච්ච තැනට එනකන් අතාරින්නත් එපා. තා චූටි දැන් මතක් කරනවා යශෝදරා මම টপ ෆස්ට් සෙකන්ඩ් තර්ඩ් වල තියා හිටිය දුවෙක්. මම හැමදාම ඔයගලන්ට නමත් කියනවනේ එච්චරම දක්ෂයි. අදලත් කෙමිස්ට්‍රි වලට මාරම දක්ෂයි. යා 20 ඔයගලන්ට ජනිදුසගේ ක්ලාස් එක දානවා ෆිසික්ස් ක්ලාස් එක. අපි පේපර්ස් ටිකක් කරගමු කොහොම හරි. මේ සිංහල ඉංග්‍රීසි එකට මම දාලා කරන්න ඩේට් එක නම් මම දන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා බදාදා හවුසාගේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ෆ්‍රී වෙයිද? කොහොම හරි පුළුවන් නේ. පේපර් එක ඇවිල්ලා ලියන්න ඕන වෙලාවක හදලා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ යාගේ රෙකෝඩින් කියන්නේ එකනේ. එහෙම කරගමු. මේ යශෝදරා මේ යශෝදරාට physics samdam chuti issues tibbalu. She was just not like considering that much because she was like, you know, the section first and all, like having this comfortable zone within this advanced level life. But anyway, once she done the very first paper, ඔයාලා නම් අතාරින්න නැහැ. අතාරින්න එපා. මගේ ළඟට ළමයි අතාරින්න නැහැ කියන්නේ එක්සැම්පල් එකක් කියන්නේ. එයාට දැන් ෆස්ට් පේපර් එකේ දැන් ගෙදර ඇවිල්ලා මම චෙක් කරන්න කියලා කියනවා. ඔන්න බලන්න චෙක් කරන එකේ chance එක. දැන් ගොඩක් අය කියනවා ළමයින්ට පිස්සු නැහැනේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ හරිම healthy මයින්ඩ් තියෙන ළමයි ඕගොල්ලෝ. ඕගොල්ලෝ නිකන් අර එහෙම හිත වට ගන්න ඊළඟ දවසේ යන්න බෑ කියන දුර ළමයි වෙන්න එපා. එයාට මේ කොමාරේ මේ මම කියනවා චෙක් කරන්න කියලා. ඒ චෙක් කරපු එකේ chance එක තමයි අරන් තියෙන්නේ. දැන් බලනවලු වැරදිලු කොමාරේ 38ක් 39 ඒ වගේලු යාගේ MCQs තිබුණේ ෆිසික්ස් වලට අච්චර හැමදාම 40 ගත්ත ළමයා 45 විතර ගත්ත ළමයා මේ එයාට ෆිසික්ස් බැහැලු. එයාට ෆිසික්ස් බෑ කියලා එයා කියන මැඩම් මට ඉස්සර ඉඳන් බෑ කියලා මට කිව්වේ එක්සෑම් ලියලා ඉවර වෙලා. දැන් කතා කරන මාත් එක්ක කොච්චර කමියුනිකේෂන් තියෙන ළමයා. මෙයා රෑ එළියනකන් නිදි මරාගෙන මැක්සිමම් රිසෝසස් එකතු කරගෙන. එතකොට එයා ගෲප් ක්ලාස් කරපු ටීචර්ටත් කතා කර කර. ඉතුරු මුළු දවස් දෙකක්ද තුනක්ද තිබුණලු මුළු දවස් දෙකේම කන්නවත් වෙලාව නාස් කරන්න නැති තරමටම ෆිසික්ස්ම හැද්දලු. මොකද සෙකන්ඩ් පේපර් එකෙන් 10ක් 15ක් නැති වුණොත් එයාට B එකක් එනවා. මන් දිහා බලලා කිව්වා මට B එකක් ආව නම් ඉතින් මේ පැත්තෙන් වෙන්නේ නැහනේ. ඒ කියලා මන් දිහා බලලා because she knows like I was expecting like best from her. කියලා මේ ඇද්දලු. ඇදපු ඇදිලා ඉතින් එයා ආපහු දැන් එයා 7 අයිලන්ඩ් ඩිස්ට්‍රික්ට් 7 වුණානේ යා. ඉතින් ඒ එනර්ජි අන්තිම දවසේ පෙන්සිල් එක බිම තියෙනකන් සසඳි අපි වැඩි අතාරින්නෙම නැහැ. අතාරින්න එපා. ඔයාලා මේක තමයි ඇත්ත. දැන් 25 ළමයි ටිකක් discourage. මොකද with me moving to the මට හොඳ පේනවා. huge stadium. එතකොට discourage නේද රිද්මි ටිකක්. මට බෑ මට බැරිය වැඩි මට බෑමයි මට වැඩි අනිත් අයට පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඔයාලා අර අනිත් අයට පුළුවන් කියවට ඔයාගේ මෙන්ටැලිටි තමයි හැමෝටම තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර අනිත් අයත් ඕකම හිතනවා. හිතලා සෙට් එකක් ඉන්නවා. හොඳට වැඩ කරපු රිද්මි. පස්සේ වැඩ කරන්න නැතුව අතාරින සෙට් එකක් ඉන්නවා. මට ඉස්සරහට ඔක්කොමලා ගිහලා ඉවරයි. මට කොහොමද දැන් කරගන්න බෑ. මම ඔන්න ඔය සෙකන්ඩ් try යනවා කියලා. එහෙම හිතන කට්ටිය ගොඩාක් ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලෝ වැටෙන්නේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? තව කට්ටියක් ඉස්සර කරගෙන අර පළවෙනි සීයස්ට එනවා. තේරුණාද? ඔගොල්ලෝ අතාරින්න තව කට්ටියක් පස්සෙන් ඉස්සරහට එනවා. ඒක නිසා චූටි දෙයක්වත් අතාරින්න එපා. මේ පාරේ යද්දී එක චූටි දශමික දෙයක් මේක ලේසි මේක පස්සේ කරගන්නව නැත්නම් මේ කැලේ එන්නේ නැති වෙයි. එහෙම නැත්නම් අනේ මට මේක බෑ මම කොහොම කරත් මට අල්ල ගන්න බෑ. එහෙම දේවල් නැහැ. එහෙම දෙයක් නැහැ. ඔයගලන්ට ෆිසික්ස් හරි කම්බයින් හරි බයෝ හරි මොනවා හරි අවුලක් කියන්න මට මේ මම කොහොමද කියන්නේ හිටියේ ඔයගලන්ට මේ මගේ 24 there are like couple of students always they are seeking support. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ charges ගයිද නැද්ද කියලා මම දන්නේ නැහැ. මම ඒගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වා පුතාලා දුල සාධාරණ චූටි ගාණක් අරගෙන ඒගොල්ලෝ සල්ලියට ආසයි. ඒගොල්ලෝ එකතු කරනවා. සල්ලියට ආසයි කියන්නේ ලෝභ නෙවෙයි. ඒ කියන්නේ එක මන්ත් එකක අර ක්‍රූ එකේ ඉඳලා මට මෙච්චරයි මේ ක්‍රූ එකේ ඉඳලා මට මෙච්චරයි කියලා ගණන් අපි මට ඊට වැඩිය හම්බුණා. මං ඊට වැඩිය හම්බ කරා කියලා they are earning money and they are happy with that. එහෙම චූටි ගණන් මේ 10 13 ලොකු ගණන් නෙවෙයි. 10 15000 එහෙම. එක්කෙනෙක් හම්බ කරලා දුන්නා 40000ක් මාසෙට. ඒ නේද එයා පේපර් 100ක්ද කොහෙද බලනවලු සතියට ඒකයි. හවුද? ඔව්. ඔව්. එක ළමෙක්ට 11000යිද? අහහ. පළවෙනි චිනමෙද්ද? ඔව්. really? ඔව්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉන්ඩිවිජුවල් ක්ලාස් එකක් කරන්නද? ඔව්. අවුරුදු දෙකකට වේදම් කරපු සල්ලි ටික එක මාසෙන් ගන්න හදනවාද කියලා. හරිද දරුවනේ? එතකොට ඒ දැන් මගේ ළඟට එන ළමයින්ට මම මෙහෙම kind දෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. මේ ඔයාලට ඔව් ඒක ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් සිංහල මීඩියම්. අනේ අනුරාධ. සෙට්ටලා. අය අනුරාධයෙන් අහගෙනද? අනුරාධ යාට හරි කියලා නැද්ද? හරි. කොහොමයි කවුද ළමයා? anyway ඔයාලට මේ සපෝට් එකක් ඕන නම් චූටි ෆී එකක් කතා කරගෙන ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම මම හිතන්නකෝ චූටි යුනිට් එක පොඩි කැලේ ටිකක් තියෙනවා අල්ලගන්න කියලා. එතකොට මගේ මෙතන සෙට් එකක්ම ඉන්නවා. ඒ සෙට් එකකින් ඔය සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් ඔක්කොම ඔයගලන්ට උදව් තියෙනවා විතරක් නෙවෙයි ඔයගලන්ට මාර ඉන්සයිට් එකක්. දැන් අනුරාධ ෆිසික්ස් වලට මාරම චැලෙන්ජ්. යශෝදරා කෙමිස්ට්‍රි වලට මාරම චැලෙන්ජ්. එතකොට අනුරාධට පළවෙනි 49ක් තිබුණා. බයෝ වලට මාරම චැලෙන්ජ්. එතකොට ඔය විදිහට මට සෙට් එකක් ඉන්න. ඒතට ඒගොල්ලෝ ලව්වා ඔයගලන්ට ඔය සපෝට්ස් එක ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකෙත් මොනවා හරි දෙයක් ඔයගලන්ට ඕන නම් ඒකත් මට කියන්න නේ අපිට මෙන්න මේ පාර්ට් එක මේ ස්ටුඩන්ට් ගන්න කියලා. හරිද? දැන් ඔයගලන්ට ග්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක ASCII 3As ගන්න, district ranking යන්න, island ranking යන්න. ජනිදු කියලා කියන්නේ මහා චූටි බබෙක්නේ. ජනිදු අඟොසු මහතවත් නැහැ. මම හිතන්නේ මට පේන තරමට සමහතවත් නැහැ. ඒකට යා නිකන් මට දැනෙන්නේ මහා නිකන් ලොකු ගස් අතුපතර විහිදවාගෙන හෙවන්න දෙන ලොකු ගහක් වගේ. ඕන කෙනෙක් සපෝටිව්. ඕනම කෙනෙක් සපෝටිව්. මටත් එයා මාර සපෝටිව්. මමත් එයාට මාර සපෝටිව්. ඒ කියන්නේ මං යාට කියා දෙනවා ටීචින් ටෙක්නික්ස් අනම්ම නම් එයා තම පොඩිනේ. මේ මොකද එයාට ළමයි 300 ඉන්නවා. එතකොට එයාට නිකන් කපාට එයා කියන නිකන් අර ළමයි 50ක් විතර 300 යන්න එපා එහෙම කියලා. ඉතින් ඒව මං එයාගේ ඔලුවට දානවා. කොලැබොරේෂන් එකක් යන්නේ. එයාගේ සපෝට් එකකින් අපි පේපර්ස් ටිකක් දාලා ටිකක් අදගමු. මම හරි හැමදේම එකතු කරගෙන කරනවා කියලා පොඩි ප්ලෑන් එකක් හදාගෙන මගේ මෙන්න මේ වීක් ඉවර වෙද්දි මගේ මෙන්න මේ අවුරුදු විදිහට තියෙනවනේ. අන්තිම මාස 3ක් වගේ වෙද්දි ඔයාලගෙනුත් ඒක වේවි. ඔයාලට දැන් මට දැන් ලොකුට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ වගේ පොඩි නිකන් එම්ටි ගතියක් දැනෙනවා. ඒකට බය වෙන්න එපා. ඒ එම්ටි ගතිය ගැන සතුටු වෙන්න. අනේ මටත් මෙන්න මෙහෙම දැනෙනවා. මේ දීප්නාක්ලාට දැනෙච්ච දේවල්. මේ යශෝදරාට දැනෙච්ච දේවල්. ඔයාලට එහෙම දැනනවා නම් ඒකේ තේරුම තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොම කම්ප්ලීට් කරලා ඉවරයි. තව ගන්න තියෙන ටිකයි. ඒකට මට කතා කරා මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තව එක්සර්සයිස් එකක් දෙනවා. ඒ ලෙවල් එකට කොහොම හරි හැදෙන්න ඕනේ. අන්තිම මාස 3ක් 2ක් වගේ වෙද්දි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන්නේ කරපු දේවල්ම බලන්න විතරයි. මොඩල් පේපර්ස් කරනවා නම් දැන් කරන්න. අන්තිම මාස දෙකේදී විතර කිසිම මොඩල් පේපර් එකකට යන්නේ නැහැ. කම්බයින්ඩ් ෆිසික්ස් වගේ කැල්කියුලේෂන් මොනවා හරි තිබුණොත් කරන්න ඕනේ. කෙමිස්ට්‍රි නම් ඕනේ වෙන්නෙම නැහැ. කෙමිස්ට්‍රි මේ ස්ටයිල් එක අපිට හොඳටම ඇති. තව දෙයක් තමයි don't rely on guessings. Do not rely on guessings. මුළු සිලබස් එකම හැම අස්සක් මුලක් ආරම දැනගෙන ගියොත් ඔයගලන්ට දිනන්න පුළුවන්. guessings වලට ගිහිල්ලා මේ සැරේ අමාරු වෙටිච්චි බයෝ කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා කෙමිස්ට්‍රි කට්ටිය. ඕකේ. ඔක්කොම ටික හොඳට ඔළුවට අරගෙන බහිමු වැඩේට. හරි. එන්න අපේ lesson එකට. I'm not going to go through this revision part. Is it today you guys got that again? If there are printing errors or something on those, like, you know, these pages are not nice or something, please excuse, because our photocopy machine is down. And today we're going to buy a new one. And it's coming from Colombo today. So these photocopies I made from another shop. Sir, මට කිව්වා සමහරක් ඒවා ඇද කරලා ගහලා මාර කැතයි. කමෙන්ට් දෙන්නත් බෑ කියලා, but නොදිත් බෑ. ඔය චූටි ටිකක් ගහන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉංග්‍රීසි සිංහල මීඩියම් එකේ ගහන්න 7000 something සල්ලි දීලා. වැඩේ වෙලක් නැහැ. So the cover page is not there too. That everything you can ask from Manjula from next week. Okay, only for this week, just bear this tune. Okay, we're going to move on. So the first part is we are talking about the catalyst, all the catalytic properties of catalyst. I have this English medium, but single medium, but I'm going to read English. Okay, these are the properties of catalyst. The very first one, they increase the reaction rate. I'm just saying this one because a couple of questions are coming from this part. Increase the reaction rate, does not change entropy, does not change enthalpy, does not change Gibbs free energy, and does not change stoichiometry, decrease activation energy, change mechanism, and also since changing the mechanism, order is changing, so that rate constant is possible to change and does not change chemically. Does not increase percentage yield, but decrease time taken to reach equilibrium or to complete the reaction. And this is characteristic for the given reaction. Equilibrium point also not changing. Okay, with that they are asking these different parts of this and catalyst. Move one by one. Question number 1. Okay, when I'm doing this, you can go together, you can read ahead of me. If you feel like you are comfortable, you can go on like one by one. When I'm just explaining things, you can come back and do that. Because your speeds are different. At a given temperature, they are talking about a catalyst. Increase the rate of forward reaction, that's true, but part only is little controversial. Decreasing the rate, that's not going to happen. Decreasing the rate of, sorry. Decreasing is wrong. Decreasing we cannot accept. That is definitely wrong. Changes, yeah. Activation energy, yeah. Of the forward reaction and reverse reaction. That's true. That change is specifically decreases. Decreases activation energy using alternative different path. Okay, for now, we can go only with 3. Exothermic, endothermic heat mean the enthalpy. It does not change enthalpy. So both are wrong. So we can only rely on the third one. So question number 1, answer 3. Manjula? Manjula? Don't use pencil, use a pen. If you want to rewrite, you can use a pencil. Otherwise, I කරන්න කාලයක් නෑ අපිට අර ලස්සන කර කර ලියන්න. මේ ඊට සැරේ මේක සැරේ මේ ලියලා හදලා ඉවරයි. ඒකට වෝට් එකක් ගෙනත් දෙන්න කියලා මංජු ආන්ටි වහන්නේ. Do you guys know that she got dengue? Yeah, that's why she's really recovered. And she was hospitalized and now she's okay, but she's really, like, really still weak. Question number 2. Which one of the following statements concerning a catalyst is most appropriate? Most appropriate means there may be a couple of correct answers, but we have to find the best one. Increases the activation energy of forward reaction, reverse reaction. Not increasing, both are wrong. So it's supposed to be decreasing. So that's why the very first one is wrong. First two are wrong. Decreases the activation energy of the forward reaction. That's correct. Third one is correct. I keep that in my mind. But it's not mentioning about this backward reaction. Decreases the enthalpy change in an exothermic. Doesn't do anything with enthalpy. Even the third one is correct. It's not mentioning anything with the backward. Okay. Here, even yesterday, we had a lot of issues from Sinhala medium students. We have to understand their thinking style. They were taken answer as 5. Understood? The reason is they were thinking, they were not here mentioning about this backward reaction. Just memorize that. We have to think the way they are thinking. Otherwise, like, we cannot argue with the paper. Students are saying, make unfair. But that's how they were thinking. That's how they were taking answers. So we have to understand and memorize their style. Question number 2, answer 5. 3 is sort of correct, but not the most appropriate, because they were asking most appropriate. That is their concern. Moving to question number 3. When the temperature increases, the rate of a reaction also increases. That's always true. When the temperature is increasing, kinetic energy is increasing, number of collisions increasing, collisions with proper orientation increasing. That is a one side. And also when the temperature is increasing, energy is increasing, number of molecules which exceed activation energy also increasing. So because of both reasons, usually when temperature increases by 10 degrees Celsius, reaction rate doubles. Reaction rate doubles. See, also when temperature increases, molecules higher than or equal to activation energy increases. By both these reasons, effective collisions increasing, reaction rate increasing. So the first statement is exactly correct. So we are writing this. We are writing this. This new Dhoni. What is your name, darling? Savi. Yeah. We are writing all these because we need this to answer this structured essay and essay explanation. So that's why we need to write it. Okay. Kp, Kc of the reaction depend on temperature. Yeah, Kc, equilibrium constant with respect to concentration. Kp, equilibrium constant with respect to partial pressure. Kp, Kc, we're going to derive from these rate constants, if you remember, from rate constants. So that depend only on temperature. Both statements correct, but there is no connection. Question number 3, answer 2. Anything that you do understand here, or if even if you cannot read my handwriting, talk to me, okay? With me, are you really okay? Can I move on to the fourth one? Okay, number 4. On which of the following facts rate of the chemical reaction depends? Okay, reaction and enthalpy doesn't have any connection. Exothermic, endothermic reaction rates are like different. Products or reactant doesn't matter. Activation energy, that we know, when the activation energy is high, usually reaction rate is low. So that's why we are using catalyst. When we use catalyst, it decreases activation energy and also the temperature definitely. Rate of a chemical reaction depends on concentration or temperature, pressure, temperature, physical state or contact surface area, catalyst, light, radiation intensity, or charge or current. Charge or current. Concentration or pressure. Concentration or pressure. Number 2, temperature. Number 3, physical state or contact surface area. Physical state or contact surface area. Number 4, catalyst. Number 5, light or radiation intensity. Light or radiation intensity. Number 6, charge or current. Charge or current. So that question number 4, CD correct, answer 3. CD correct, answer 3. Question number 5. Which one of the following statements concerning the catalyst used in the industrial production of ammonia is most appropriate? Okay, ammonia, nitrogen gas, and hydrogen gas with optimum temperature 450, not high optimum, and optimum pressure 250 atm, with the catalyst iron and catalytic promoter K2O, Al2O3, all together convert to ammonia. You have to memorize this. All these you have to memorize. And also you have to memorize this reaction is an exothermic and the value is 92. They are expecting you to memorize that. Okay. The temperature at which the reaction occurs is reduced by the catalyst. They are talking about this one. Actually, we say that Like if you are not using a catalyst, temperature is supposed to be really, really high. But when the temperature is really high, since this is exothermic, reaction is trying to go backward. To avoid that, keeping the temperature to optimum, we are adding catalysts and catalytic promoters. Sort of a true. And also we know that this reaction, hydrogen peroxide dissociate very easily to water and O2. There are different kinds of triggers, either catalyst or temperature. We can use sand, base, anything for catalyst. Let's say we are not using a catalyst. We can heat, but we are not heating when we are using a catalyst. So we can reduce the temperature for the reaction when you are using catalyst. In a way, so there are a lot of things to think. This is not wrong. So I'm just gonna keep with that. Jan, why, darling? I'm just gonna, you can, I'll give like, I'll enhance, expand to write this, magnify. In a way, in my mind, like a little confusing. I'm gonna go to the second one. The pressure necessary for the reaction to occur is reduced by the catalyst. Same thing. If we say that the PV equals nRT, then pressure is proportional to concentration. Concentration increasing, reaction going forward. Same sort of explanation, but there is no direct connection with pressure and catalyst, okay? But this one, the activation energy of a reaction is reduced by catalyst. We definitely done that for theory. We definitely done that for theory. So they are asking most appropriate one. So we're going to stick with that. See, 94 one. So question number 5. These two are not wrong, but not most appropriate. So question number 5, answer 3. Question number 5, answer 3. You know. Good morning. Is it Chandra? I don't know. Asha, Chandra. Yeah, I'm in the class right now. Like, it's still home now, actually. Okay. Yeah, I'm in the class right now. I'll be in the A catalyst ion, catalytic promoters K2O, Al2O3. Catalytic promoters K2O, Al2O3. Okay, the other side. I'm just saying that the first one is true for a certain extent. Catalyst enhance reaction rate, we can reduce temperature. If catalyst enhances reaction rate, we can reduce temperature. Example is the hydrogen peroxide. Either sand or base or either heating. So that's possible. True to a certain extent, if catalyst enhances reaction rate, we can decrease the temperature. Heating or sand can do same process. Heating or sand can do same process. මේ දුරු පුතාලා මේ මම දන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් busy. ගොඩක් busy වෙන්න ඕනේ. නෑ නෑ අපිට එන්න පුළුවන් කියන්න එපා. ඕගොල්ලෝ busy. මේ දන්සලට එන්න පේරන්ට්ස්වත් එක්කම ආපු වෙලාවක මේ නංගිල බලලා දන්න අය ඉන්නේ. ඔය 26 සෙට් එක තමයි දාන්නේ මේ බෙදන්න. සිංහල මීඩියම් ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් දෙගොල්ලෝම අයිස්ක්‍රීම් කාලයන් එන්න. But and we're going to open it around 10 a.m. Moving to question number 6. At ordinary temperature, the reaction between gaseous H2 and gaseous F2 does not require catalyst. Make one only from inorganic chemistry. So the reaction going down the group is decreasing. FF fluorine is highly reactive. Reaction is exothermic and extremely explosive for fluorine. Fluorine again exothermic. Bromine iodine endothermic. But this is again up to bromine, it's spontaneous. But this is not spontaneous. We have to provide high temperature. Anybody remember what is the temperature? It's around 300 something, around 300 to 400 high temperature we have to supply. So going down, the reaction rate is decreasing. Anyway, they are talking only about this hydrogen and fluorine condition. Yeah, it doesn't need catalyst because it's highly explosive and extremely endothermic. This reaction is highly exothermic. Yeah, so this is negative, not because of the okay, then both statements are correct. Then we have to decide whether the answer is 1 or 2. Not because of exothermic, this doesn't require the catalyst. What is the exact answer? What's supposed to be the exact reason? Exact reason is the spontaneity. Spontaneity depends on both these. Endothermic, exothermic, that thing, enthalpy, and the other thing, entropy is supposed to be positive. So that's on, not only this one. Because not all the exothermic reactions are spontaneous. Understood? So that answer is 2. Question number 6, answer 2. Reaction is exothermic and extremely explosive. Fluorine negative, bromine, iodine positive. Iodine need 350 degrees Celsius. This is inorganic. You are memorizing inorganic here, refreshing. H2F2 reaction is negative, not because of exothermic. This does not need catalyst. Activation energy of the reaction is very low. And reaction is spontaneous. But still, spontaneity decides with this equation. Delta S or entropy also should consider. Entropy also should consider. එක පවුලක් වගේ යාළුවන්ට උදව් කරගෙන යන ගමනේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉස්සෙස් ස්කෝර් එක වැඩි වෙන එක වෙනවාමයි. යාළුවෙක්ට උදව් කරද්දී ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඉස්සෙස් ස්කෝර් වැඩි වෙනවා. දන්නවද ඒක? ඉස්සෙම මොකටවත් දෙයක් එකතු වෙනවා. අපි ඉස්සෙම යුනිට් වෙලා යන්න ඕනේ අත්තියම දිනන්න නම්. එක ෆැමිලි එකක් වගේ යන්න ඕනේ අපි දිනන්න. Question number 7. All catalysts increase the rate of the relevant chemical reaction. Yeah, true. Definitely increasing. What does catalytic inhibitors do? Decrease what? Huh? You killing, I'm going to kill you. What is inhibitors do? They retard or decrease what? Action of catalyst, not the reaction though only. Memorize? Okay, that's why this is correct. All catalysts, catalytic promoting catalyst or catalytic inhibitor catalyst, whatever the catalyst, always increase the reaction rate. And let's write that part since you have forgotten that. I know you have the knowledge all of a sudden, like, okay, all catalysts increase the rate of reaction. That's really true. All catalysts decrease the activation energy of the relevant chemical reaction, specifically, so that it is increasing the reaction rate. So that answer is number 1. Is it clear? You're coming to number 1. Let's write here. Catalytic inhibitors decrease or retard catalytic action. Catalytic inhibitors retard catalytic action. Still increase reaction rate. Why we need catalytic inhibitors? Tell me. Why we need catalytic inhibitors? Because the reaction is explosive and too much, let's say, exothermic. So the temperature is uncontrollably increasing. So to control the condition, we are using inhibitors. That's it. Just write that one if you want, like when the reactions are highly explosive or exothermic, we are using inhibitors. Highly explosive or exothermic. Okay, so that question number 7, answer 1. Question number 8. Which of the following statements concerning the catalyst is most appropriate? I don't know how they have always asked about catalyst. The catalyst decreases the activation energy of a reaction. Okay, I'm going to keep that. That is correct. The catalyst increases, wrong. Changes, correct. The very first question says the word changes. Decreases, the enthalpy is not counting. Yeah, it's changing, that's true. But most appropriate is decreasing. So they have given, in 1998, they have given both answers, but the most appropriate is decreases. Question number 8, answer 1. Question number 8, little weird. Skip this question because you are getting confused when I'm explaining that answer. So I don't want to concentrate on that. Just cut the number 9 because you are getting confused with that. Okay, the 10th one. The rate of the reaction between SO2 and O2 can be increased by introducing NO gas in reaction mixture. That's true. If you remember, this was on our theory note. And also I have given this mechanism as well, if you remember, under this homogeneous catalyst, like catalyst is gas, reactants are also in gas phase. So homogeneous catalyst mean catalyst and reactant supposed to be in one single phase. That's true, that is happening. The mechanism of the reaction between SO2 and O2 is modified in the presence of NO2. Isn't that the reason? Homogeneous catalyst as NO is production of H2SO4 by contact process. But currently we are using V2O5 because of easy handling and more effectivity. And the reason here is because this is changing. Like මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ අපිට? හන්ද තියෙනවා. හන්ද is the normal path. But now we are having like this tunnel. So tunnel is the alternative path. So using the alternative path, modifying mean like changing or altering the path. Modifying that path. Modifying like excavating a tunnel. Now he is moving from here to here through the tunnel. So that is the new path, modified path. That is the reason NO increase reaction rate. Explaining. So answer 1. Understood? Okay. Question number 10, answer 1. Just underline modified, and write this, just put an arrow or something to this modified, and write here, using alternative path with low EA. Using alternative path with low activation energy. And you can write this part as well. A homogeneous catalyst. If you have forgotten what is the definition for homogeneous catalyst, just write that reactant and catalyst supposed to be in single phase. Catalyst, reactant supposed to be in single phase. That is a homogeneous catalyst, not the product. Okay, there are such questions as well, such explanations to give you guys like homogeneous catalyst action of NO gas for production of H2SO4 by contact process. For production of H2SO4 by contact process. But currently we are using V2O5 solid, easy handling and more effective. And again, write this one as well. Refer essay 14C2. Moving to question number 11. Sorry, anything? Homogeneous catalytic action of NO gas for production of H2SO4 by contact process, but currently V2O5 solid. Currently V2O5 solid. Easy handling, more effective. Easy handling, more effective. Number 11, not a characteristic, not. When you are getting nervous, you don't see this part, NOT. Okay? Catalysts are chemically unchanged. Yeah, they are not chemically unchanging, true. Specific for the reaction, true. Fourth one, catalysts provide an alternative route. That's again exactly true. Mountain is there, we're going to go through the tunnel. Lower the activation energy barrier. That's exactly true. Those are the real exact properties of catalyst. Not changing enthalpy. It doesn't do anything to enthalpy. Not change. Question number 11, answer 3. Papa, is it too much the AC or something? Are you okay? I guess Manjula is not here, otherwise I can supply this hot water. Manjula went to the bank, I guess. Number 12. In industry, catalysts are used to get more products from a given amount of reactants. If we don't have this part, is this statement correct? Catalysts give more products? No, because they are not increasing the yield. But what is this? This is the rate per time, per time. Given time mean reaction rate. Yeah, it increases the products in a given time, but not increase the percentage yield. So the first statement correct. A good catalyst does not catalyze the reverse reaction. No, both does, forward, reverse. So time taken to reach equilibrium is increasing. Question number 12, answer 3. So that time taken for equilibrium is increasing. Sorry, decreasing. Time taken to reach equilibrium decreasing. Hello? Oh. Oh, කොහෙද මේ? Oh. 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 මට WhatsApp එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන්ද? මේ නම්බර් එකමයි. ඔව් මට විස්තර කියලා WhatsApp එකක් දාන්න ඔක්කොම ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් දාන්න. මොකද දැන් මම ක්ලාස් එකක ඉන්නේ. තියෙනවා. සිකුරාදා උදේ 8:30 12. ඔව් මිස්. හරි. ඔව් නැත්නම් මම මේ කෝල් එකක් දෙන්නම්කෝ මගේ assistant කියලා. Moving to question number 13. The rate of a chemical reaction occurring at constant temperature. Even when the temperature is constant, we are providing exact constant kinetic energy. Decreases as the reaction continues because rate is decreasing. When the reaction is continuing, they ask what is the reason. The percentage of reactant molecules having energy in excess of activation energy. It simply means energy, molecules exceeding activation energy, decreases. Is it true? Number of molecules higher or equal or higher than activation energy is decreasing. That's true. Because with time, when the reactants become products, less reactants molecule are having the energy exceeding activation energy. So that's not false. Understood? Think carefully. That's true to a certain extent. So I have no idea. This is true to a certain extent. That's why, like when you see the very first answer is true, I know you guys are not doing that. For the term test, students doing that. Like don't do that. Okay, so that's sort of true. Then the second one, the rate of a forward and reverse reaction decreases to 0 at equilibrium. Okay, see. This is the rate line, y-axis. This is the concentration. So this is not becoming like this for equilibrium condition. So it goes like this, to some extent decreasing, and to some extent rate of backward reaction is increasing. So they have a level here, some sort of a value here. It's not 0. 0 is here. So it's not become 0. That's wrong. Not to 0, but become constant. The activation energy of a reaction increases. Activation energy cannot control by anything other than catalyst. Not change, can change only by catalyst. Not change, can change only by catalyst. Enthalpy, there is no connection with concentration and enthalpy. What happened here is, what is exact reason to reaction rate decreases? The concentration of the reactant decreases with time. When the concentration of reactant decreases with time, percentage of reactant molecules having energy in excess of activation energy is also decreasing. So the base is here. If they were not given the fourth one, then the answer is the first one. Oh, we're going to go with the most appropriate. Reactants used up, therefore rate decreases. So all those things happening, this collision theory stuff happening with the concentration. When the concentration decreases, reaction rate decreases. So question number 13, answer 4. But again, there is this issue, but only if reaction is not 0th order. Understood? If 0 order, concentration doesn't change. Concentration doesn't affect the reaction rate. Remember that. If it is 0 order, no effect from concentration. Did you guys get this one? No. Did you guys get the study plan? Cardboard, a big cardboard? No. None. Rulers, I can feed that. What is the importance with this ruler? The reason I'm giving this ruler, or within publicity, business. But the reason I'm giving this ruler is see, with the one single line, you can just complete full line here to A4. Make a last year තිබුණේ කොහෙවත් මේ setup මේ කියලා ගෙන්නවා. ගත්තේ ලංකාවේ කොහොත් මේක ගන්න තිබුණේ. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක ඇති මේක කලින් කියලා තියෙනවා. 8-inch rulers ගන්න කියලා. So keep this for your final exam. If you want to draw a line, you can just draw with one single line. නැත්තම් කොච්චර හරි ruler එක දෙපැත්තට ගෙනියනවද? දැන් එහෙම කන්නේ. වයස අසන්දි darling. Are you getting like nervous when you are talking about exam? හොඳයි. nervous වෙනවා නම් stress වෙනවා නම් හොඳයි. ඒකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට වැඩ කරන්න හිතෙනවා. මම වැඩ කරේ නැහැ නේ ඇත්තටම නේද ධෝනි? වැඩ කරේ නැහැ. දැන් වැඩ කරනවා. Question number 14. The rate of an exothermic reaction increases with temperature. True. Endothermic, exothermic, increasing temperature. We have explained that earlier in question number 3. You can refer that. The fraction of molecules with energy above a certain value increases with temperature. So that collisions, collisions, proper orientation collisions, effective collisions, all are increasing. What's the meaning of this certain value? That certain value is the energy barrier. What is that? That is the activation energy. So when the energy is greater than activation energy, they are making products if the orientation is proper. So with the increasing of temperature, it's possible to increase the reaction rate. So explanation is there, answer 1. Just mention here certain value is the activation energy. Certain value is activation energy. Question number 15. The rate of a gaseous reaction A goes to B. A reactant goes to B product remains constant as long as the temperature remains constant. Not possible. Temperature is a one single thingy. Concentration, physical state, catalyst, nature of solvent, current, charge, whatsoever, all are come to play here. So the first statement is wrong. At constant temperature, number of collisions between reactant molecules as well as the fraction of molecules with sufficient energy for reaction remain constant. No, even the temperature is constant. Collision frequency is depending on some other factors, like when the concentration is decreasing, number of molecules with higher energy is decreasing too, because they are converting to products. Pressure, catalyst, all those affecting. Both statements incorrect. 15, answer 5. Question number 15, answer 5. These factors affecting reaction rate. We did to question number 4 as well. Okay. Even temperature is constant. Collision frequency is depend on some other factors such as reactant concentration, pressure, catalyst, all those factors depending on this, which affects reaction rate. Question number 16. Which of the following statement is true regarding the kinetics of chemical reaction? The unit of the rate of a reaction depends on the overall order. See, they are catching you very easily. Rate supposed to have what? Rate supposed to have concentration gradient divided by time, moles per cubic decimeter for concentration, and then the time part is per second. So it can be either moles per cubic decimeter per second for concentration gradient divided by time, pressure gradient divided by time, Pascal per second. So this is definite. Rate units are definite, but rate constant units are depending on order. So the first statement is wrong. Mathematical expression for the rate of any reaction can be written using the balanced overall chemical reaction. No, that's only for what? That is only for if the reaction is elementary. Only for elementary, what happened? Stoichiometry equals order. Stoichiometry equals order only for elementary reactions. Stoichiometry equals order for elementary reactions. Stoichiometry equals order. Number 4, the overall rate of multi-step reaction depends on the rate of all step. No, not all step. It's supposed to be not all, but slowest step. Rate determining step is the slowest step. Slowest step. And number 5, the activation energy of reaction changes when the initial, no. There is no connection between. Activation energy does not change its concentration. But remember, when concentration is high, molecules exceeding activation energy is increasing. It is not changing the activation energy. Number of molecules exceeding activation energy is increasing. So victorious answer is number 3. Rate of all reaction increases with increasing temperature. We did that in question number 3 as well. Yeah. Because we never even use those in our expressions. Do you understand? He says, okay, finish this one, Alex. Okay, this kind of a situation, let's say this is a slower step. Then we're going to go with this step and above that. Then whatever these are, we never even mentioning in this expression. So with respect to them, order is supposed to be 0. Good point, Baba. Question number 17. Think. Oh, I want you guys to get the answer. 17. A very simple something you're going to miss. Think. If your answer is wrong, I mean. Manjula? Manjula කොහෙද ඉන්නේ? හරි නෑ මම මේ බබාගේ කතා කරගෙන මෙතන මං තියාගෙන කියලා ආවම අර ෆොටෝ ටික ලෑස්ති කරලා දෙන්න මේ ජනුදට. What is the answer? It's okay. As long as the temperature is maintained constant, the equilibrium constant of a chemical equilibrium system does not change because equilibrium constant depend only by the temperature. So the first statement is correct. Then the second statement, a catalyst decreases the activation energy of both forward reaction and the backward reaction. Is it correct? Yeah. by what? By same amount. Clear? What is the answer? 3. See. The reason is, this is the same amount. Okay, this is a forward reaction activation energy. And this is a backward reaction activation energy. And to this extent, okay, this X. So this side X, same. But if you get the fraction, to get the fraction, I'm going to go with X divided by A. And then X divided by B. Since A and B are different, this is different. Okay, first statement correct. Question number 17, answer. Reduced amount of activation energy divided by total activation energy of the reaction. Question number 18. Consider the following reaction taking place in a closed system. Okay, so they were given this carbon monoxide and hydrogen. The products are methanol. You have 3 molecules this side and 1 molecule this side. Correct statement asking. Increasing the pressure at constant temperature increases the amount of product because 3 molecules to 1 molecule. When you increase, reaction is going to the direction to decrease. So it is going to forward. According to Le Chatelet principle, forward reaction rate increases. That's true. Increase the temperature because here the reaction is exothermic. So this is the cool side and this is the hot side. Now we are heating here. So reaction is supposed to go to which side? Cool side. We are heating. So Le Chatelet principle tries to decrease it. So it is going to the cool side. So increase the pressure, increase the temperature at constant pressure, decreases amount. This reaction is going backward. So the product is now become less. That's again true. Use of a catalyst, increase or decrease, increase, both are increases. The amount of product formed wrong. Activation energy again not increasing, it's decreasing. CD incorrect. A, B correct. Question number 18, A, B correct, answer 1. Okay, read the question little faster. Only this happened by the always we were given the tubes ahead of time. And you're supposed to get inorganic tubes from Manjula, okay? Before you guys leave. Question number 90. The rate law of reaction. Okay, see. Oh, sort of like you're going to use the brain. Try that question too. Tell me if you get the answer. It's very easy one. A little point supposed to be memorizing. You're supposed to have the memory of a little point. So the rate expression is given as rate equals k NO2 to the power 2. So it's very obvious this is not an elementary reaction and CO is out of expression. So what is the answer? Yeah. Sorry, think. With me, darling. Think. It's very easy. Because CO is not in the rate expression. CO doesn't do anything here with me. See? Because in the rate expression, CO is not inclusive. Simply mean CO supposed to joining with the faster step. So it is not affecting. Janu, remember you just said that it's faster step. So it's not coming to the rate expression. So it doesn't do anything. Even if we change, even if we add or remove, it's not counting on rate because it's not affecting rate. Understood? So that question number 9 answer 2. Carbon monoxide does not include in rate expression. Carbon monoxide does not affect reaction rate. Carbon monoxide involves in fast step in the reaction mechanism. Order of the reaction with respect to carbon monoxide is supposed to be 0. So within brackets you can write so that this reaction is not an elementary one too. Next one again, just give it a try. 20th one, I want you guys to give it a try. These are like should use sort of a little brain. Answer? How many fingers? Yes, and no silly mistakes maintaining now. Good. Sasanthi, darling? Yes. The equilibrium PCl3, this equation exists in closed container, constant temperature, volume of the container is increased. Okay, but you have a little problem here because both sides have 4 gases and 4 gases. So it cannot do anything. It cannot do anything even if you increase or decreasing to what? It cannot do anything to what? To the equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant is not changing, but let's say we were adding this here, increasing the volume. So earlier, this is the volume, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this is the volume, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Collision theory. What happened? Number of particles per unit volume is now less collisions, less rate for both forward, backward. Clear? So it takes time to reach equilibrium then. Got it? Yeah, just think. Since number of gas molecules in both sides are same, equilibrium point doesn't change, right? That equilibrium point cannot change. But reactants of both forward and backward reaction are given, are gases. Both sides have same number of molecules. No effect by pressure to equilibrium constant. But when volume increasing, molecules get apart from each other, so less collisions. So the rate is decreased. Finish. Nidula. ඒක තමයි වැඩේ. අලුත් lesson එකක්නේ. ඔයා message එකක් දැම්මද නිදුරට? හවුද? ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කියන්නේ?
ඔත කිව්වා message දැම්මද?
ඔව්.
දැන් බැලි. බබෝ.
තෝනි මේ නංගිලාට පොඩි එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් වෙන්න වැරදිච්ච තැන් කියන්නේ දුවට 100 එකක් තියෙනවා කියන්නේ දුර්වල ළමෙක් නන් නෙවෙයි. හැබැයි වැරදිලා. මෙයාට දැනගන්න කියන්නේ මොනවද වැරදුනේ කියලා. පටන් ගත්ත දවසට කෙමිස්ට්‍රි පටන් ගත්ත දවසට යන පාරේ වැරදුනේ ඇයි 100ක නතර වෙන්න. You love chemistry, okay? Really?
Yeah. I think like, I expected more from you, but couldn't give my best.
Because?
I mean, I studied, like, I don't know, I worked hard. Like,
Really?
I think
So what happened when you go to the, see, everybody, what happened when you go to the, see the paper, what happened?
I was a bit confused. Like when I'm reading the question, I get one actually.
You got questions,
Yeah.
but you don't know how to get answers.
I'm not confident. But I'm not sure.
What is the reason for that? Less experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Less questions. Yeah, less practice. Less practice. Yeah, do go to class here. කොහෙද? Like not that effective.
Yeah.
Maybe did a review earlier papers ඔයාලා කරේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ self studies වගේ students ඒගොල්ලෝ කියනවා බලන්න කියලා ඉච්චරයි. Really? Yeah, you told me. guys, දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙනවද මම වද කරලා syllabus cover කරවන්න කියලා. And I වද කරවලා and I keep saying, oh, that is the reason like I remember Deepa because she was the first person. Even me 24 කට්ටියත් ඇවිල්ලා ඒගොල්ලෝ කතා කරා like forcefully they came. I was like, just wait, I want you guys to talk to 25 students. නෑ madam අපිට එකතු වෙන්න බෑ කට්ටිය අර එමයි මේක එක නරක වෙනවා. So they had reasons. Okay, we already bought that. Then again they said අර මම අනික්කියා ගැන අහද්දි බලද්දි නිකන් inspiration එකක් ඇඟස්සෙන් එනවායි කියලා. And I'm keep forcing you guys. මෙෂුව කියන්නේ දෙක කරගන්න. Even when we were starting classified, then I said same way you guys have to do for other two subjects. And when we are starting full papers, you guys have to do full papers. Same as like then you can get support from these senior students as well. They done. Then මගේ students are ගොඩක් අය ඔය මේ කරලා ඉන්න අය. ඒකට ඔයගලන්ට කියන්න බෑ අනේ full papers physics වලට කරපු කවුරුත් හොයාගන්න නැහැ. bio වලට කරපු කවුරුත් හොයාගන්න. Earlier they had. Like ඒගොල්ලන් කරන්නේ මොනවාද? Dr. Rosaගේ මේ review ටික අරගෙන self studies කරලා ඉතින් කරගෙන යන තැනක ඉන්නවනේ. ඒ නිසා වැටෙන්න බෑ. කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Dhoni, there is a girl මේ සර්ගේ නෑකමට වෙන්නේ දුව නේද? දුවෙක් වෙන්නේ ලොකු difference එකක් නැහැ. first shy S3ක් හරි ඊටත් අඩුයි. but එයා second shy එකේ medicine S3ක් ගත්තුලා මේ S3 හරි ඊටත් අඩු හරි ළමෙක් second shy එකේ medicine ගියා කියලා විතරක් හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න second shy ඉන්න කාට. හරිද? වැටෙන්න බෑ. වැටෙන්න ඕනේ නෑ අපි. හරි. Question number 21. Which of the following statement is always true regarding the rate of elementary reaction? Okay, what is an elementary reaction? Elementary reaction is a single step reaction. Elementary reaction. Reaction which proceeds through a single step. One single step. For elementary reactions, we know stoichiometry equals, molecularity equals, order. All are same. Okay, let's go to the question. Answer. The rate can be increased by increase the temperature, regardless elementary or not, regardless exothermic, endothermic. When the temperature increasing, kinetic energy increasing, molecules increasing, activation energy increasing, collisions also increasing, whatever the reason, it's true. The rate can be increased by removal of product from the reaction mixture. This one, changing the equilibrium point is right. Equilibrium point shifts towards left or right. That's possible here, right? Because we are removing the reactant. Increasing by removal of products. Even if you remove, when you remove the products, product amount is also, reactant amount is also decreasing because they are using. Understood? So that we cannot say as a whole, initially it's happening, but as a whole, only by removing the product, we cannot increase the reaction rate. Because we have to add reactants to move the reaction to forward. And also, to think such thing, this reactant is supposed to be joining to slower steps. If the faster step is joining, simply mean if the order is 0, there is no effect. Understood? With all those reasons, be incorrect. Let's write this later. The rate of reaction depends on the rate of slower step. That's true. Little issue is here. This is from 2016, so you cannot care less. But students are arguing, elementary mean, what's the meaning of elementary? Only one single step. How do you talk about the rate determining with using a one single step? So one single step mean, it's supposed to be there. Let's say that A goes to B. Let's say B goes to C. So we are writing this one for A, this one for B. Let's say this is a rate determining step. But still we supposed to be able to write rate expression for this one. If it is a order is 0th order. Order is 0th order, but for this particular reaction, we are writing rate expression. Let's say R equals K, B to the power 1 or something. Let's say this is 1 or something. But it is there. So to talk about the slower step, there are supposed to be more steps. But let's say it is a multi-step reaction, then this is exactly correct. Rate determining step is the slowest step. in that sense, they were taken C as true. So again, memorize the style. Memorize the style because we cannot help it. We cannot help it. Fourth one, rate of the reaction can be increased by no. This is again rusting, spontaneous reaction, but the reaction rate is extremely slow. Depending on whether the reaction is spontaneous or not, it's not changing the reaction rate. Reaction rate and spontaneity doesn't have direct relationship. Understood? Okay. Question number 21, A, C, correct answer 5. There are a lot of things to think that why B is wrong. Just ask me if you are not clear. This what I have written here. Again, I have written here no direct relationship between rate and spontaneity. Rate and spontaneity. So the rusting, even digestion, delta G is less than 0 or exothermic, but still reaction rate is very, very slow. Anybody needs hot water other than him? Your mental condition, stability is really, really important. This is a common experience I'm always getting when exam is getting closer. Common cold, sensitivity, hair fever, all are increasing. That's because your mental stability is decreasing. Have the confidence, trust yourself, we can do this. I can do this. Fever එනවා, gastritis එනවා. මෙතන හිතන්න මට පුළුවන් මේක කියලා. ඒකට ඒ feeling එක ඔයාලගේ immunity වැඩි වෙනවා. Manjula? For B, let's just write again that if it is zeroth order, no point of talking about concentration. Just write that with your attitudes, okay? Concentration comes account when the order is equal to 0. Okay, moving to this calculation part after 22nd one. Question number 22nd. Which of the following statements are true for a balanced chemical equation of an elementary, again, elementary reaction? Ajit, Manjula ko? Manjula. මෙයාලට අර හැමින්ටන් කියන හදිසියක් නෑ අර රූලර්ස් ටිකක් එහෙම දෙන්න ඕනි කියන්නේ මේගොල්ලන්ට මං චුටක් බලෙන් ඉතුරු කරගත්ත නැත්නම් ඉවරයි දැන් මං හිතන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට ඇති වෙන තේරිද කියලා චෙක් කරන්න ඕනේ. Which of the okay, number 1, the order of reaction is same as molecularity. Molecularity, what is a molecularity? Total number of reactant molecules that appears in balanced chemical equation. This reaction can be either elementary or normal reaction. Even it's a normal reaction, remember that this KMNO4 reaction, the molecularity is like 24 or something. So that cannot be like one single elementary reaction, but still, molecularity comes only with the summation of all these reactant molecules. The order of reactant is less than the molecularity. That's wrong. Higher than wrong. Molecularity cannot be 0. Order, is it possible to be 0? Yeah, 0th order is possible. But molecularity never becomes 0 because molecularity is number of reactant molecules. When there are no reactant molecules, no reaction. In that sense, only if there are reactant molecules, the reaction occurs. So the molecularity is number of reactant molecules. So molecularity never become 0. Molecules නැත්නම් reaction එකක් නැහැ කියන meaning එක. Okay. So question number 22, the correct answer 4. Molecularity, total number of reactant molecules, appears in balanced chemical equation. Elementary reactions are single-step reactions, even in 0th order. Being a fast reaction, still this is an elementary reaction, therefore there are reactants. Therefore, molecularity never be 0. Molecularity never be 0. Molecularity never be 0. Okay, question number 23. 2A plus B goes to 2D. Single step reaction mean exactly the elementary. Single step mean elementary, same word. So the given reaction, if you write the rate expression, this is R equals K a to the power 2 and B to the power 1. Then the total order is 3. A and B concentration doubles. Order equals to 3. When concentration doubles, rate increases by 8 times. 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. Okay, but still, if you do the calculation, initial concentration I'm going to get as x. Then the second concentration I'm going to get as 2x. X squared into x equals x to the power 3. 2x squared into 2x equals 8x to the power 3. So just divide 1 by 1. R2 equals 8R1. They were given this initial concentration as R. So then R2 equals 8R. 8R. Question number 23, answer 3. This style they're continuously asking. Raining, I guess. Finish, I guess. Question number 24. Same sort of a question. 24. Give it a try. What is it? Do you guys know how to send my Telegram link to any other? Oh, no. Ah, here. ඉන්නකෝ. QR code එක යවුවොත් එහෙම එයා මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියන්නේ? QR code එක යවුවොත් දාන්න පුළුවන් විතරයි නේද? මගේ account එකට log වෙන්න බෑනේ. Answer one. Read me. Come on. What went wrong? It's easy. So this is the expression, elementary. So that 0.6, 0.12, divide 1 by 1, get this power 2 out. Then 12 is 12 divided by 6, but with the decimal, 0.04. Got it? With me, okay? Really? Sasandi? Question number 24, answer 1. Okay, moving to question number 25. Sort of the same like Sinhala and English one, but see, let's see this question right here. Okay. This is the base of like, you know, these essay and structured essay question. These kind of questions they are going for the exam. But the easiness here is nothing to calculate. They were directly given this initial P concentration, initial Q concentration, and rate also they were given directly. But sometimes they make it complicated. Like they want us to find this. They were given some sort of a concentration gradient per time. So dividing by that time, we're going to get this one. So this question is the simplest one. Again, sometimes they are giving pH. From that, we have to find H plus or POH to find OH minus. Such situations are there. Then what you're supposed to do is, if you write the rate expression, you can get here. I just need to find with rate with respect to P and rate with respect to Q. So to find P, Q is supposed to be constant. Now that is M. To find M, Q is supposed to be constant. See, what condition is that? That is the first one and third one. First one and third one. Understood? You only need to write that little thingy here. These two here to find M. Then to find N, we need to make P constant. That is with these two, P constant, these two, P constant. From that we can find Q. For that, I just need only this little line here and make sure that this is N. Understood? Then you don't want to write any of these. I'm writing all these to make sure that you are doing the right and you are understanding these to do for structured essay and essay. Otherwise, do this little simplification here. So you're going to simplify these two. So 1 and 2 here, just division. So with respect to n, the value equals to 1. Say that. 2 to the power 1 equals to the power 1. And the same way you can find this one. Analyzing mentally here, using this line and this line. These two are cancelling off. May ekai dekai. I just need to divide this and this. Understood? These two values. That's actually is again 2. Understood? Okay. So it's that easy. But I want you guys to copy everything. This is for structured essay and essay. See, I have shown all these exact qualities supposed to be writing these units as well. They are giving marks, let's say 4 plus 2. 4 is for numerical value, plus is for these units. Then again, 4 plus 2 to this one, 4 plus 2 to other two as well, so on. Then using that, if you do exactly like this, you're going to get full marks for structured essay and essay. Shambadi, 34, darling. Answer 34. Sorry, not 34, 26. Hmm. 26. 25, I've given the answer. 25, you told me the answer, isn't it? Third one. Yeah. හොඳට කන්න, හොඳට නිදිය ගන්න, quality time එකක් අරගෙන නිදිය ගන්න. ගෙදරට දෙන්න ඕනේ big command එකක්. මම නිදිය යනවා මට disturbance එපා කියලා පැය 10ක් විතර නිදිය ගන්න එපා. Like quality like 4 hours, 5 hours, get it undisturbed, nice sleep. කන්නත් හොඳට කන්න. carbohydrate පොඩක් අඩු කරලා කමන්නේ. healthy වෙන්න, දෙමෙන්න එපා. ඇස් යන්න එපා. පරිස්සමෙන් ඉන්න. අතපය කපා ගන්න එපා, කඩා ගන්න එපා. Janu, 26 answer. Huh? Okay, 25 answer. 3. Yeah. Okay, other side. Oh my God, you don't want the breaks. See, time is passing like, let's. I want you guys to try the 26 as well. These are like questions to think. මම ඔක්කොම දුන්නොත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ improve වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අර මම simple දේවල් කරේ ඒවා කොහොමද like theory. Anybody? Yes. Good. Cindy? Okay, the reaction goes between calcium carbonate and HCl. You guys know any carbonate with any acid releasing CO2 gas. So they were collecting that volume of the CO2 with respect to time. That you guys can see at this 6 minute, the line is straight line parallel to x-axis. So from here to here, it is constant. So it is constant at CO2 volume 225. Okay, according to the graph, the rate at which CO2 gas is liberated decreases with time. For that, I'm going to check what is happening in each minute. First minute, second minute, third minute, and so on. If you calculate, first minute's it's 125, the second minute is 50, to third minute is 25. You can get this gaps. So it's decreasing. So that is exactly true. Approximately 6 minutes after starting the reaction, an equilibrium is reached. That is having an issue. To talk about equilibrium, we need not only the forward reaction, but also the backward reaction, which is unclear here. They're not saying anything about backward kind of anything. So this is a reaction, but not even a one single hint given for this backward reaction. So that cannot be accepted. The rate at which CO2 gas is liberated, it's not increasing, it is decreasing. Approximately 6 minutes after starting the reaction, the concentrations of different species present in the solution become constant. What is the evidence that statement is true? That is the carbon dioxide. Example is carbon dioxide. Directly they are giving carbon dioxide concentration become constant at after 6 minutes. They say that. So that A and D correct only. Question number 26, answer 4. දැන් ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද මේ වැඩේ ලේසි නෑ මේ වැඩේ අමාරුවෙන් අදගෙන යන්න ඕනේ කියලා ක්ලාස් එකේ ළමයි 20ක් විතර ඉඳලා මෙච්චර අඩුනේ කියේ. They are giving up very easily finding the easy methods. Easy methods වල ගියාම slowly syllabus කවර වෙනවා විතරයි. ඕක එන්නේ දෝනේ හැම කෙනෙක්ටම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට second shy එකේ fresh shy එකේ ඔක ඔලුවට ගන්නයි යන්නේ අඩුයි. second shy එකේ තමයි අත්දැකීම. Here only VCO2 is given. After 6 minutes, its formation is constant. But no hint about other reactants to get an idea about equilibrium. If a given reactant become limiting factor, that's also possible. That's also possible. Being one reactant is a limiting factor. So this is become constant, cannot increase its productivity because one reactant is not enough. CO2 is constant. We can conclude that concentration should be constant since the limiting factor is acting. Shall we go to the break now? Otherwise, you do something like this. We talked a lot today. I want you guys to memorize this until the last minute. I will try my best to. Well, කතා කරන්නේ දෙන්නට නැද්ද? නෑ පාස්සලා කතා කරන්නේ නෑනේ. Pass students කතා කරන්නේ නෑනේ. ඊට කලින් කතා කරේ නේ දෙගොල්ලෝ exam දීලා experience එක ඔයාලට දුන්නා. කරන්න කලින් දෙය කරේ. Do you want to talk to them again? Any can පුළුවන් මේ last time කෙනෙක් පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරලා යන්න. So you can ask things like to get their experience. ඒගොල්ලෝ එන්න මාර කැමති. ඒගොල්ලන්ට දැන් big shot නේ ඇවිල්ලා මෙතන නංගිලා මල්ලිලාට ගන්න නැද්ද ඉතින්. You would feel the same. Next year, you are the one who's covering. And I want to choose one or two from English medium. This time it's promising, not like last year. Last year, right? And one of these girls were there. I don't want to tell her name. I think she was just misguiding us. එයා කිසිම දෙයක් කරන්නේ නැතුව නිකම්ම හිටියා. එයාට ෆස්ට් එක 100% sure කියලා. මේ ඊයේ පෙරදා she was even not answering my phone. Then sir was trying and අම්මා කියලා මේ MCQs අහනකොට to physics the MCQs is 18. How possible is that she is thinking that she would select it to medical faculty? එහෙම misguide වෙන්න එපා තමන්ව. Above 40. Otherwise it's really, really risky. 40 is sort of like between A and B. 42, 43 is definite A. 45, 46 mean you're going to get a super A. Even with you having issues, if you reach for chemistry around 48 or 49, even if you have little issues with other two subjects, you are definitely in these medical or engineering faculties. Think. Finish. Okay. Exactly 10:45. Around 10, around 11. Let's come back at 11. We went a little slowly today, but I don't worry about that because rest of the part you're going to complete with recordings, okay? It's okay, darling. Just go ahead. Mama දැන් ඔයගලන්ට මේ Qtex ගන්න එපා කියනවා නෙවෙයි. I'm also doing all the fashions and everything. But what I'm saying is, ඒවට waste කරන time එකත් මේකටම දාන්න. Fashions වලට යන හැම bit එකම මේකටම දාන්න. ඔයාලගේ වයසේ දැන් මම හිටියානේ. කාටද මතක මම මේ කාලේ ඇඳුමක් ඇඳද නැද්ද කියලාවත්. Like not doing fashions. Like fashion එකක් කරාද නැද්ද කියන එක තියා මගේ මූණක්වත් මම ඇඳපු ඇඳුමක්වත් පාටක්වත් nobody memorized that. But now they remember me like me. ඒ නිසා A level එකට එනකන් කරන්න එපා කියන වේ දෝනේ දෙන්න මම දැක දෙන්නෙක් දුත් කරලා තියෙනවා. French මෙන් කන් කවුද කරේ වා තනින් කරගත්තද කවුරු කරලා දුන්නාද? How much time is අනේ මම මට හෙන ලොකු WhatsApp නම් දානවා I want to do this and that කියලා. නේද? හා? ඉති vacation එකක් නෑ අපිට. We don't have vacation. Every bit of time, every day, only for this one. I'm just keep saying like squeezing sand, can you get water? අපේ ancient giants කරයි කියනවනේ නේද? එච්චර අමාරුවෙන් පුරුදු කරගන්න time එකත් මේකටම දාන්න. මේ තුනටම දාන්න. ඉතින් ඔය ළමයි deserve නැද්ද? So Biniti was my 15th student. Biniti හත්ලහවත්ත. And her brother is this the district first one. He didn't come to me. එක දවසක් check කරන්නත් ආවේ නැහැ. ඒකට පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවානේ CBD එකේ හොඳ ළමයින්ට මග ළඟට no end big programs යනවා. එමයක් වෙනවා. ඔයාලා එහෙම field එක නොවිච්ච නිසා තමයි ඔයාලා ඉන්නේ. මම ඊට යාගෙන් ඇහුවා what is the path that he went on කියලා. දීප්නලගේ තමයි ඉතින්. ඊට පස්සේ එයා කිව්වේ දැන් she is 15, she is also a good one. එයා කිව්වේ he deserved that because he was continuously, consistently every day, every minute he was studying. ඒක අමතක කරන්න එපා. ඔක්කොම අතාරින්නකො. පරණ වැරදි ගොඩයි. පෙර වැරදි අපි අමතක කරමු. From today on, with me, if you work continuously, you can reach there. Engineering is really promising. Not like medicine. Medicine is more like you need more research. But engineering, if you have, let's say, 3 C's, that is a very secure somewhere in a university. Very secure. So, definitely what a university portion is. But if you need to reach like first 140 students, 140 can a big amount. Somewhere to get this engineering faculty, go to A level. But if you not need to go to the Jaffna, then you have to come to first 80, then A level. Understood? Work well. Okay, let's get this 15 minutes break. Samdari. $27. I want you guys to give it a try. 27. Done. 27. Answer? Yeah. Well done. Okay, then I'm explaining. Question number 27. Okay, they are giving some information, but those information are not that relevant. Second order with respect to this, they are giving those, but we don't want any of those. Regardless the order, reactants react according to their stoichiometric ratio and concentration. So that what are the data I need? NO concentration is 1 and H2 number of moles of concentration is 1 again. And then they say this little data, formation of nitrogen, that rate is 0.02. Then from that, I'm going to derive all the other rates. Since this is 1:2, 1:2, 1:2, I'm going to multiply 0.02 by 2. This becomes 0.04. Then again, this 2, this same. Formation speed is supposed to be equal to spending speed. So if this is 0.04, this is also becomes 0.04 and 0.04. It's that simple. So only BNO 0.04, H2 0.04, those two are the correct answers. Question number 27, BC correct answer 2. Here 1:2, not 1:1. Okay. 1:2. Get all the precautions to avoid mosquito biting. I have my own solution. I need a second. Then for these 25 students, like Sinhala medium student, I said, a little amount of Dettol, little amount of kerosene oil, lampadel, very little couple of drops of Vim, some sort of a liquid detergent, and then a lot of water. Fill into a spray bottle, or like you can make couple of, you can poke this lid of this Coke bottle or something. You can spray introduce this to your parents, because for Dettol, it's like, you know, the gecko repelling, cockroach repelling, housefly repelling, ants repelling. Okay, කියලා මේ මම ඔක කියලා එහෙම දාගන්න එහෙම පරිස්සම් කරගෙන කියලා ගෙදර යවුවාම මෙන්න පොල්ලෙක් මට ලියලා වෙනවා ලාම්පු තින්නේ ගෙදර පැට්‍රල් දෙනවා මම පැට්‍රල් පිස්සු එතන මම ෆෝන් එකක් ගත්තා වෙන්නේ නැත්තම් ගේ අන්න අර කෙමෙස්ට්‍රි ක්ලාස් එකේ ලාම්පු දාන්න කියලා ගෙවල් seriously, that's really effective. That kerosene oil and Dettol together with some detergent to mix them, because it's water insoluble. So make a big something, then spray everywhere. Ask your parents or somebody responsible to do that. In Namukik part. Ek karala parisaming in dengue is huge here in Ratnapur. Okay, go on. After that, No, darling, that's a printing error. That's 2. Question number 28. Under a given set of conditions, a catalyst increases the amount of product obtained in unit time. That's true. Per unit time mean rate, decreasing the activation energy, increase rate, but not the percentage yield is increasing. The same question we did earlier. Catalyst alters the enthalpy, nothing. It only changes activation energy. Correct, incorrect. Question number 28, answer 3. Question number 29. Consider the following statements. Regarding the kinetic of a chemical reaction, a unit of rate unit is supposed to have what? Time part, not only the concentration part. See, the concentration part is here, but rate mean dividing by time. So you supposed to need the time part as well, time part. So that's wrong. Part B, increase the temperature, increase the rate, not the decreasing, either exothermic, endothermic, both. Increase in concentration of reactants does not affect the overall order. Yeah, there is no connection. Order can be changed by the changing the mechanism by adding the catalyst. There is no connection with concentration. Only C correct, 29, answer 3. This is same as question number 12. Just write, the 28th one. 12 the same. Moving on to question number 30. Everybody done, I guess. Oh, this one. Okay, let's read the question first. Answer is somewhere else. Rate constant of the reaction is K. K is a rate constant. K is a rate constant. Number of moles of A is N, and B is again N. volume is V, gas constant R, rate is Q, pressure is P at time t. Initial number of moles given, and the moles of A and moles of B given, but the problem is they ask us to pressure at time t. It simply means part of this N supposed to be reacted. Clear that. Then to get the total pressure, we need this final number of moles. N total at time t. If you have N total, we're going to go with PV equals nRT subject N. So you can, subject P, substitute N, you can get the answer. Okay, time T N supposed to go with this dissociation. So I have to go with this dissociation. Okay. Initially, N number of moles, let's say the is X, 1:1:1. So the formed amount is X. Then final number of moles is this. So this is the total number of moles. But if you go with this one, then we're going to get another problem. X is my term, X is unknown. And also they want us to connect this with Q as well, the rate constant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Q as well to find this X. I'm going to do everything subjecting X, whatever the expression, I'm going to go with other stuff are all right, but final expression here, they were given, any answers doesn't have this X. Okay. And the hints that you're going to get to do this question, I know this question for some students, it's really like complicated. They cannot get any idea how to get the answer, hints, I mean. So you're looking at these, like RT are everywhere. So what is the hint? You have to go with the PV equals nRT. And also Q are everywhere. Q here is not, but Q are sort of everywhere. So that the second thing we're supposed to think is we have to make another expression comes with the rate expression. So we're going to mix these two together to get the answer. Okay, that is the basic idea. So what did I do was, so okay, so this is the annotation. So we can write the rate expression. This is an elementary reaction. So order equals to stoichiometry. ඡන්දේ දාන්න කියන්නේ මම ඊයේ මට මගේ වයසේ මිනිස්සු කීප දෙනෙක් හම්බ වෙලා මට මාර දුක හිතුණා. අතිශයින්ම දුප්පත් විදිහට අතිශයින්ම සාමාන්‍ය විදිහට ජීවිත ගෙවන මම මේ අදහස් කරන්නේ දුප්පත්කමට ඉන්සල්ටේෂන් එකක් නෙවෙයි. ඊට පස්සේ මට එකෙක් කෝල් කරා අනේ අපිට ඉගෙන ගන්න හිතුන්නේ නැහැ නේ කිව්වා. ඔයාව දැක්කම හරි ආස හිතුණා අනේ අපිට ඒ කාලේ හිතුන්නේ නැහැ නේ ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ තව අවුරුදු 20ක් විතර ගියාට පස්සේ compare වෙද්දී ඔයගලගේ mind එකේ satisfaction එක තියෙනවා. මම රත්නපුරේ ඇවිදිනවා හරි අඩුයි. Very rarely. But මට මගේ ඡන්දෙ මේ සර්ගේ කලම්බු වල අර බිල්ඩින් පරිස්සම් කරන්න තැන් වලට දාලා තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා හොඳට ඔළුවට ගන්න මේවා. අද නෙවෙයි සතුට තියෙන්නේ. තව මාස 6කින් අවුරුද්දකින් නෙවෙයි. තව අවුරුදු 10ක් ගිහිල්ලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඇඩල්ට්ලා වෙද්දී ඔයගලගේ life එකේ satisfaction එක තියෙනවා. maximum වැඩ ගන්න. බෙල්ල කඩාගෙන වැඩ කරන. අර සමහරක් අය කියන්නේ අර වේස මේ කකුල් දෙක දාගෙන මහන්සි වෙනවා කියලා. එහෙම කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. But එහෙම හිතෙන තරමට වැඩ කරනවා. චූටි හරි වෙලාවක් අහකමදා වැඩ කරනවා. පව් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉතින්. දැන් ඒගොල්ලන්ට හැරෙන්න බෑ. දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ මොනා කරන්නද? මම ටියුෂන් එක ස්ටාර්ට් කරා කියලා කිව්වට පස්සේ මම දන්නවා හොඳට මගේ යාළුවෝ කීප දෙනෙක් කෙනෙක් ෂොප් එකක් ස්ටාර්ට් කරා. එක්කෙනෙක් ලෝ නවත්තලා අවුරුදු 10ක් විතර. එයා ආයෙ ලෝ ස්ටාර්ට් කරා. Seriously, that they get the motivation. ඉතින් මොනවා හරි කරන්න ඕනේ. Okay. So the very first part, I need this exact total number of moles to find the total pressure. So I have to come here. Then to go with this equation, we can derive this equation easily because this is an elementary reaction. So this is the rate expression, and rate they were given the symbol as Q. So that I can rewrite the equation using Q equals K A into B. Then to substitute here, I cannot substitute number of moles. I need concentration. They were given the volume as V, so divide each by V. So I have concentration terms. So n minus x divided by v, n minus x divided by v, a multiply b mean, multiply these two, that is the square value of this. So you can get here, clear, up to here. And then we are here. I'll give time to write, don't worry, listen. Then what I'm doing is, I'm gonna subject this unknown next. So n minus x squared equals this q multiply cross multiply this v squared, then divide by k. Then square value become root, become n minus x. Then this part minus, I'm going to keep here the plus side, then this become minus. So n minus this whole thing become x. Then this part, so all these answers having the half of this cube over k, half. So this root value I'm converting to half here. So this is my x, but still I need the total number of moles. So that I'm going to find the total number of moles. So the total number of moles is this. This C. N minus x plus n minus x plus x, this x, okay? Then cancelling off minus x plus x, answer become 2n minus x. This is the total number of moles. But we have another expression for x, that there are no any other unknown terms. So what I'm going to do is, this is the n total. So n total equals 2n. Instead of this x, I'm just writing n minus v into q divided by k half. This whole thingy. Then this minus value is here. Simplify, 2n minus n is n. Then again, this whole part I'm writing here. Then I'm moving to PV equals nRT. Instead of this n, now I'm writing this whole thingy. This whole thingy. RT divided by V. Then n over V is this one. Then here V and V cancelling off. Only remaining part become this part. Then box bracket with RT. Is this clear? Okay. May question එකක්. If you feel like question is harder that you cannot get this one, අර method එක කරන්න. Either way you can get the knowledge. If you do the question ahead of me, 3 more times you have to do this like again. But if you done this after me, getting my knowledge, පස්සරයක් කරන්න. That's all. That's how these students are there now. Okay. Can I move up here? ඔයාලගේ වෙන යාළුවන්ටත් පණිවිඩ තියන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මම selfish වෙලා මග ළඟට ළමයි ගෙන්නවා ගන්න කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි. මග ළඟට එන ළමයා අන්තිම වෙනකන් එන හැම ළමයාම පාස්. අන්තිම වෙනකන් හිටපු හැම ළමයාම පාස් කියලා යාළුවන්ට චුට්ටක් කියන්න. If you're done, go on to the next question. Buddha, are you taking some sort of medication? How did you get that? You get this influenza fever or something? No, just cold. Question number 31. At constant temperature, doubling the concentration. If the order is 3, 2 to the power 3 mean rate increases by 8 folds. You can show it with this kind of exact same sort of a calculation. It's 8. That's true. In an elementary reaction, the order with respect to a reactant is equal to its stoichiometric coefficient, so that we can substitute these values here and here. Here we are substituting these two values, so that we are going through this path and getting the answer. You cannot careless with this question. This is from this modern chemistry. So they were taking, since that explanation is there, so stoichiometry equals order and molecularity. So that explains first one. From that we can get the answer. In that sense, they were taking the answer as 1. Okay. Question number 31, answer 1. Question number 32. The gas A dissociates at temperature T according to the elementary reaction. Stoichiometry equals rate, order. N moles of gas A were kept in a rigid container. So initially you have only A. They were given the number of moles of A. Allowed to dissociate at temperature T. Initial pressure is P naught. That only A is in the medium, so that is the pressure of A. Pressure at time T is P. So they were given initial pressure and final pressure. Just consider, you guys know the pressure is proportional to concentration or number of mole. Whatever you do to concentration, do exactly same to pressure. If you get that idea, getting the answers become easier. Identify which of the following. So they want to get this connection between P and P naught. That actually is the rate expression, okay? Rate of a reaction. So we're going to derive the reaction rate. I'm going to go to the Sinhala one. First, I have written the English one. Then I did the Sinhala one. So the first one is that I like messier. Maybe redo some other time, not for you guys. Anyway, so elementary reaction, A goes to 2B. So this is the rate expression. This is a rate expression. And concentration of A we don't want because they are talking about the pressure. So I'm going to convert that pressure is proportional to concentration. So that I'm going to convert this equation to R equals K. Instead of a concentration, I'm writing concentration of pressure. So that R equals KPA. Okay, then I'm treating to this equation exactly same way I'm treating to concentration. Initial pressure, and this is the final pressure. Then the reacted pressure, let's say for C, supposed to be, if initial, if final, this become N minus X. But now instead of N, we have taken P naught, and X mean our PT. So this is become P naught minus PT. So that this is become P naught minus PT. So this is 1:2 ratio. So this is supposed to become twice of that. And I'm simplifying 2 P naught minus 2 PT. But we need the total pressure. To get the total pressure, I need this one. Okay, I'm going to go here. So to get the total pressure, total stow partial pressure, PA equals PT now, PB equals 2 P naught minus 2 PT, and PC equals P naught minus PT. They were given at time T, total pressure is P. They were given that. For now, I'm going to use this PT. Okay. Anyway, then I'm going to subject from this one. I need to find this PT. Okay. PT is this P. So that to get PT, I'm going to subject, I get this 3 P naught minus PT divided by 2. So that our equation is, this is exactly same. Okay. R equals K into A equals K prime. Okay. Both same. But this partial pressure of A is now this final PT. So that is PT. But PT we already calculated this. Then I can get this 2 below here become K prime over 2. K prime over 2 whole thing is constant. So my equation for now is R equals this part. Then from that, I'm going to make this equal sign, proportionate sign, leaving this as the proportionate constant, so that I can end up as R is proportional to 3 P naught minus PT. But here, PT is the final pressure. This final pressure. T Carlevan final pressure is P. So it's 3 P naught minus P. That is the third one. Got it? Okay. Let's copy this one. Here, right here. Since an elementary reaction. This is since an elementary reaction. Order equals stoichiometric coefficient. Since an elementary reaction, order equals stoichiometric coefficients. Manjula? No, thanks, darling. Just breathe in that. Don't let it touch your eyes, or don't touch your eyes like I have the tiger balm got from. Have you guys heard that? They say it's really, really effective. Tiger balm is from Thailand. It's very like strong. It's easy. I never tried that. Yeah, this kind of a little like. No, it's not glass. It's I don't know. I haven't opened it. The one I bought. I don't know where is that, but I tried these. They have samples. they had. Arinada, you can open it up. May rotating the, just flipping the, rotating. Rotating. Oh no, just usana thing. Oh yeah. Don't touch your eyes, okay? Once you touch that. What is that, darling? Ah, wigs. Oh. Ah, mungkin nanti yang wigs. Berarti yang non wigs only. Everybody done the first side? Question number 33. The rate of an elementary reaction increases with increasing concentration of reactants. Yeah. When you double the concentration, if order is 1, rate doubles, order is 2, rate 4 times, order is 3, rate 8 times. That's true. First statement, normally it's true. Second statement, the rate of an elementary reaction is always, this is the problem, always linearly proportional to the concentration of reactants. Only if it is first order, that is wrong. Not always. Only if it is first order, that's linear. See, if it is second order, third order, not linear. Zeroth order does not count here too. Before question number 22 as well. So, question number 33, answer. And then 34. In all catalyst processors, adsorption is very important. No, that's only for gaseous components with heterogeneous catalysts. Let's say SO2 plus O2 gives SO3. NO again is a gas. So gas and gas, no surface to adsorb. No surface to adsorb. Adsorbed molecules are highly reactive. That's true. Mobility decreases, so that collision increases, so that reaction rate is increasing. But if catalyst is a gas, no adsorption. So the first part is not correct. 34 answer 4. The pencil part, just write that too as well. If catalyst is a gas, no adsorption. If catalyst is a gas, no adsorption. You can give like example, SO2 plus O2, SO3 with NO. It's not balancing, you will balance that, okay? Half O2. Done. All right, here, question 10. Question 10, we did this again. Question 6. The reaction between H2 gas and Cl2 gas is catalyzed by palladium. They say, instead of palladium, which of the following statement concerning this reaction is most appropriate? Enthalpy is not changing. Both these are absorbing palladium. 3 and 4 sort of correct. But together, fifth one is appropriate. 35 answer 5. Question number 36. Right. 36. Okay, answer. Okay, let's not waste too much time. Could you get only 5? Answer only 8. Answer for 5. Let's see what. Okay. The rate of a chemical reaction increases when the concentration of reactants are increased at constant temperature. Okay. The number of polycyclic molecules increase. When concentration increases, number of molecules in collision is proportional or whatsoever is increasing. That's true. Of molecules energy in excess of activation energy increases. Okay. So that's like this. Let's say initially we have n number of molecules here, n number of molecules. Then let's say the fraction is, then the amount of molecules exceeding activation energy is x. And then the second time, let's say we are adding another amount of n, let's say that is 2n. Then the amount of molecules exceeding activation energy become doubles because we didn't change this energy. So that x divided by n equals 2x divided by n. So the fraction is not changing. Fraction is not changing, but only the amount is changing. Amount is increasing, but not the fraction. Clear that? Okay, so that's why B is incorrect. Concentrate well. The energy of increases. No, temperature is constant. So this is the temperature changing one. This is not happening when the temperature is constant. So when the temperature is constant, this is not happening. C, incorrect. The fraction of collisions with the geometry in this orientation, correct geometry with the proper orientation increases. Again, they are talking about the fraction. That's why this is wrong. Not the fraction. Amount is increasing. Understood? Okay, that's why question number 36 on the A correct answer 5. පාසකෙන් ඒ යාළුවෝ ටික ගැන චුට්ටක් බලන්න. ඒගොල්ලෝ හොඳ ලෙවල් එකකින් කරගෙන යනවා නම් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. බට් මේ අපිට ආ වගේ ඉෂුස් එන්නත් පුළුවන් නම් චුට්ටක් බලන්න. ෆුල් පේපර්ස් ටික හරි ඒගොල්ලන්ට එන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. ඔයාලගේ අයින් වෙච්ච යාළුවන්ට. අර ඒ ඔයාලට අපි ඉම්ප්ලිමන්ට් එක එන්නේ නැහැ. බට් හිතන්නකො B එකකට යන්න. නැත්නම් බවුන්ඩරි එකේ තියෙන A එකකට යන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් හරි ඇද්ද? So if we draw this with the number of molecules, we can draw two different diagrams here. But if we draw for fraction, so both become one single, either n or 2n. Clear that? So going from here to here is the explanation. Number of molecules are different, but the fraction is same. Because here the fraction mean you are drawing 2. And write within bracket x over n. X over n. Moving on. Question number 37. Two different reactions taking place at the same rate, at the same temperature, should have the same activation energy. There is no such thing. May or may not be. Depending on other conditions, it can be same or it can be different. We cannot say exactly it is happening like that. There are other all the factors. Activation energy is characteristic for a given certain reaction. Depends on the mechanism of the reaction, may or may not. The rate of reaction is directly proportional to the activation energy. This is not directly, actually, this is inversely proportional, but still it's little controversial. It's inversely, direct inversion is there, or like there are other factors to consider. Anyway, with this part directly, this is completely wrong. Both statements not wrong. 37, answer 5. Just underline directly and write there inversely. Manjula, මෙයාලට රූලර්ස් ටිකක් ඕනේ. මේ අන්තිම අපි දුටයි පුතාටයි 11 sorry 12 කියුස් දෙකකුත් ඕනේ. රූලර්ස් බලන්න මේ 1 2 3 4 5ක් කේද කියලා තන. එක්සෑම් එකට ඕන වෙන හින්දා. Tute, do you want another water? Manjula, තව hot water එකකුත් ඕනේ Manjula. Hot water එක. ආයි බබාට. Question number 38. Regarding catalyst again asking. It changes the enthalpy of a chemical reaction. It changes the enthalpy of chemical reaction. No. It decreases the activation energy. Yes. Not consumed during the chemical reaction. These are the properties. Yeah. Increases both the rate of forward and reverse reaction of the chemical reaction at same factor, same factor. That's again true. Question number 38, B, C, D, correct. Answer 5. Tibbane rules. Okay, තියෙනවද එතන? එක්සෑම් එකට මාස 3ක් කියලා මම ඔයාලට කියනවා 3ක් 2ක් විතර මම ඔයාලට කියනවා එක්සෑම් එකට දාන වොච් එක දාන්න. හැමදාම. Like when you are in questions. එක්සෑම් එකට ගෙනියන්නේ බඩු ටික use කරන්න. හැබැයි අර චුටි නංගිල බලලා ඉන්නවනම් හරි පරිස්සමෙන් එක්සෑම් එකට ගිහිල්ලා බලද්දී දන්න ඒක එතන නැහැ කියලා. ඔකත් මේකට දෙන්න ලොකු ගුණාවක් නැහැ. ඒ වුණාට මේ දෙමු ඉතින්. 27 night 26 night විතරයි I made this study plan. But one part is important, but still that has these years of exam, like in the past paper years. Okay, this one you guys done, and you guys have these proofs like make haragana. සමහරක් parents මේ ළඟට ඇවිල්ලා මගෙන් අහනවා මේ මැඩම් මේ කියලා දෙන එකක් ගානේ ඇත්තද? මේවා මෙහෙම වෙනවද? මේ කාලේ මේක ඉවර වෙනවද? You guys don't need proof. You already done that. මේ මෙතන ෂූටි මිස්ටේක් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකත් ඔයාලට ඕනි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ 11 and 12 soft වෙන්න ඕනි. මේක සති 5 වෙන්න ඕනි. උඩ එකටනේ 11 වලට 5 weeks, අරකට 14 weeks. ඔයාලට මේ part එක ඉවර නැත්නම් තාම මේ part එකත් 100% ඉවර නැහැනේ. Classified how many times you are doing, you can fill here. So this is really important for you guys. You can fill this part. So each paper, how many times we are doing. last little part. Then your motto here, like ඔයාලට මොන හරි motto එකක් තියෙනවා නම් කාටවත් හොරෙන් මේක රහසෙන් Tamanට විතරයිනේ තමන්ගේ room එකේ ඔන්න අමිතාත්ති ගෙදරයි දාලා කිවි. Girls are okay, boys are feeling like right discouraging කවුරු හරි දැක්කොත් ලැජ්ජයි. එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. ඒ මුළු future එකම හැදෙන shoot එක අපි ලියාගත්තා මොකද? So මේකේ මම always asking your target supposed to be 100 marks. You can reach there easily. Okay, so just keep that like you can stick it somewhere that you guys can see. Moving to question number 39. In a chemical reaction, all molecules with energy greater than the activation energy form products. No, only the orientation is proper. Only when the orientation is proper. In all chemical reactions, the reactant must go through a state, some sort of a state, having the energy greater than the energy of reactants. What is that state? That is the energy barrier. Everything, yeah, what is that? Activation energy, that is the activation energy. State underline and write there, that is the activation energy. That state is the activation energy. Manjula! Course ගන්න තියෙනවා. මොකටද යන්නේ හැදුවේ? ටයර්ඩ්ද? වැඩ කරද? අරගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නවද ගියාද? අක්කලා. මංජුලා යන්නේ හැදුවේ? මේ? හා. Okay, moving on to question number 40. Try that. මේ කලවාන. පාරවල් විස්තර නම් මම දහසක් දේවල් අහනවා. කොල් එකක් කරගෙන විස්තර ටික කියන්නකො. ඊට රත්නපුරේට. සිකුරාදා උදේ 8:30 12ට. ඕකෙන් ගන්න කමන්නේ. That's not harder. What is the definition to showing the activation energy? Or what is the definition for activation energy we are showing on a profile? Activation energy is the energy gap between what? Reactant and the highest point. Reactant and the highest point. Only check that. That's all. Okay, see. I'm gonna see. This is your diagram. That's all. And this is reactant and this is the highest point, so that this is the activation energy. This is the activation energy, but it is showing it outside here. That's all, because they were not talking about backward reaction. Understood? It's not easy. There is no mentioning about equilibrium, only forward reaction, considering the distance between reactant and highest point of the energy profile or energy curve. And next time again, I want you guys to try yourself. Energy profile or energy curve. Answer කළාද? පුරුණාගල? නෑ ඒවා මට නෙමෙයි මම මංජුලාට හරි විශ්වට හරි යන්නේ. ඔව් ඇහුවොත් මට කතා කරන්න ඕනි මම කිව්වොත් දෙන්න. ඔන්ලයින් එන්න ඕනි කියලාද? 41. That's again easy. A little hint is on the data. Analyze data, the hint is there. Lunch. What is the hint here? See, without X, activation energy is 50, but with X again it's 50. So X is not a catalyst. It's not acting as a catalyst because it cannot change the activation energy. It's supposed to decrease the activation energy, but still it's same. Use of X will not change the reaction rate significantly. Yeah. Activation energy in step 3 can be lower by using more X. No. Amount of X doesn't involve, cannot, since the step 3 has same 50 value. Use of X, no, because it doesn't do anything. Increase of temperature will do, increase the reaction rate. Whether X is used or not, because X is not a catalyst. A, D, correct. Answer 4. Understood? Each and every single question, when you do 3 times, how much improvement you would get? Expansion. I'm going to support you, Shamad. Okay, you go on. Support. Explain. There can be different these energy levels, activation energies. The important one is the top one, rate determining step. These are irrelevant. These are irrelevant. Important one is this and this. Understood? That's why this is a rate determining step here, and this is rate determining step here. High energy one. Understood? Yeah. So that's why these diagrams are important. That's why doing on a screen is so important. Yeah, I can show you guys within seconds. I can go from one screen to another. Okay. Question number 42. Increasing the temperature will always increase the reaction rate. True. Always true. The activation energy of reaction decreases. No, nothing does it. It increases number of molecules which exceeds activation energy. Which exceeds activation energy. Activation energy can affect only by temperature only. Temperature only. Sorry. sorry. Only by catalyst. See, the Gurunta Vardinwa. Only by catalyst. Only catalyst can change activity. 43. Which of the following false, wrong about this? Again, activation energy. The activation energy of a forward. Yeah, for A, forward reaction activation energy is shorter. Backward reaction activation energy is longer. EF is less than EB. True. Slow reaction activation energy is supposed to be high, so that's why it's wrong. This is high. Okay, this is again. The activation energy of a given reaction pathway is unaffected by catalyst. Is it true? Because we never cut the mountain. We are just alternative, another different. We are excavating or we are digging a tunnel, but we are not cutting this or breaking down the mountain. Mountain is the given reaction path is the mountain. If you want, you can just write that this is the mountain. It's not changing. We are excavating or we are digging a tunnel. We are cutting a tunnel. We are not changing the mountain. The higher the initial concentration of the reactant, the lower the activation energy, but there is no connection. No connection between temperature and, concentration and activation energy. Question number 43, BD correct, answer 5. Question number 44. Most reactions take place more rapidly at high temperature than at low temperatures. True. Correct reason for that is asking. The increase in temperature does not change. It does not change. Only by catalyst it is changing. So that's wrong. Underline increasing right there does not change. B, decreasing again, that's again not true. A and B both does not change. C, when the temperature increases, the number of collisions per unit time, per unit volume increases. That's true. That's true. That's saying by this collision theory. Results in increase in the percentage of high energy collisions. Yeah, even if you get the percentage, to the total number of collisions are increasing because kinetic energy is increasing. Those two are true. 44, CD correct, answer 3. CD correct, answer 3. I know. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay, next one. No more expression. What is this expression? This is the rate expression with respect to stoichiometric rate expression. See, all the time we did this rate, low rate expression. This is a stoichiometric one. I have written this full equation here. For full equation, I have written all the expressions. But here they are asking this part connected to only this part. Then I am making this 2 going up here. So this is the answer. 45 answer 4. මේ දවස් ටිකේ දුර පුතාට පොඩක් වැඩ වැඩි වෙවි කරගන්න ඕනේ mid week එකයි. plus equilibrium you have to complete like maybe 60 MCQs, okay, for the next class date. යාළුවන්ටත් messages තියන්න. We're going to start unit 12 next week. Exactly this way, see how easily you can gain knowledge. Even your like basic theory knowledge is even lower. Now you are gaining things nicely and slowly. Done. 40. Which of the following statement is a false, wrong one with regarding order? The order of an elementary reaction should be a whole number. No, order can be negative, fraction, zero, all are possible. Experimentally determined value is the order exactly. Always equal to the sum of the stoichiometric coefficient of reaction in the balance equation. Only if it is an elementary reaction, that's true. Only for elementary. The order of a reaction is the sum of power of molar concentration of reactants in a rate law. Yeah, here they are talking about the rate law. As an example, this is a rate law. Then the order is supposed to be equal to these two. So the stoichiometry and order is equal then. Because rate law we are making for elementary. So that's true then. We have to accept this one. So asking the false one. False ones are A, C, false, answer 5. Even correct or even wrong, this is, you're going to get the answer. Even A, C are answer 5, B, D are answer 5. But sometimes if you just consider this is as right, then the answer is going to be go wrong, okay? Be really alert. Moving to question number 47. The rate of reaction consists of several steps. Is determined by the step with the, not the lowest, but the highest activation energy. Lowest speed, highest activation energy. Slowest mean the highest activation energy. At a given temperature, the rate of a reaction with a low activation energy will always be faster than another reaction with high activation energy. We cannot say that exactly, not always, because there are other factors to consider. Not only the activation energy decides the reaction rate. There are other factors which affect reaction rate other than activation energy, temperature, catalyst pressure, physical state, so on. That is the reason. So question number 47, answer 5. In a reaction consisting of several elementary steps, the step with the highest activation energy is the slowest. See, from 2003 to 2004. Mandela. Okay, that's why I'm saying some are discouraging for you guys to do these past papers, but that is really, really wrong. For each of these subjects, all three subjects, it is a must you're going to go with past papers. So you find this kind of style always. First statement, so that is correct. Reactions with different activation energies cannot have the same rate. You cannot say that. It is may or may not, depending on all the conditions, depending on all the factors. 48, answer 3. Okay, because we're done with MCQs, so I'm going to send this recording to complete this structured essay. And for these newly coming students, I'm saying I don't have, so far, I'm still doing, hoping to do. These English medium essay questions have not attached. These are Sinhala, I guess you guys understand, okay? Yeah, but a couple of students in this 26 and 27 are already complaining. They don't understand anything. I'm having a hard time. I had to do it like that. Anyway, so everything I'm doing in English, but only these questions are in Sinhala. Okay, so the next week we're gonna complete everything of Unit 11, and then you're gonna get ready for Unit 12. I tried to find this. If I have this revision, I'll send it to you. Then you can go with even without a revision. It's very easy Unit 12 because the very first questions are very primitive, very simple questions. Like we are directly writing the theory. The kind of questions are of these very first questions. Okay, bye. Take care, everybody. Then, Sanai. Talk to me if you're having any issues. And I seriously, I